sauce and I'm geeked up. Don't come with that weak stuff. Marshawn, I'm in beast mode. I'm a G nigga, live the G code. Off the sauce and I'm geeked up. Don't come with that weak stuff. Marshawn, I'm in beast mode. I'm a G nigga, live the G code. Nickelodeon, I'm all that.
Space City Brothers.
We in effect.
Early 20s, experimental phase.
Live and direct.
I'm gonna be playing with the programs and the microphones in the coming episodes. So some of them sound really bad.
Yep.
Just write it out with us, cause I'm learning.
We'll figure it out. Won't be this far on like episode 100, and we picked up by like fucking Hennessy recordings or some Hennessy podcast recordings. And they're paying us like each like 2 G's a week to do this shit. And Walter's quit his job, and now he sells like fucking I can't say the word. I'm so tired. Revitalize like apartments in the 3rd ward to like white people.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
But wait. It's like
it's
like in hardened ass drug areas. So it's like
no. What I would do is build apartments for college students, because I wanted an apartment, but I wanted it close to the school.
Oh yeah, TSU
so
doesn't
it'd be
have
easy to like go back and forth.
TSU apartments look like the motherfucking like civil rights era houses and shit.
Nah, they're actually way more update, but it's like their
dorms was terrifying.
I never went in the dorms.
I saw one dorm one time and I was like, y'all niggas live like this? Even though I was living like that.
There's like Tia Wester and Courtyard. Well, Courtyard had like an age feel to it. I think Courtyard was older, but I was at Tia Wester. It was pretty straight, especially for being in college. Damn, there's no ESPN.
No, I've never actually seen the apartment in Tia Wester. I wanted the apartment in Tia Wester, but
Tia Wester was nice. But it's like
why pay for apartment?
But it's like $600. It's like $625 a month to be sharing a bathroom with somebody.
Right? Yeah, no. Fuck that.
Once you price it out, it's like $600 a month, and you have to share a bathroom with somebody, and you live with 3 roommates.
That's crazy.
Like, for that much, you could just get a 2-bedroom just in the area.
Is it covered in tuition, or are you actually paying that monthly ass fee?
It's part of the tuition.
Okay.
But once you
map it out and shit.
Yeah, if you go through all the numbers, like your bill, and you look at it, then it's like, oh, you're paying $625 a month to share a bathroom.
Doing that student loan shit is the most traumatizing shit ever, nigga.
Welcome to the jungle,
bro. That shit I used to hate having to talk. I felt like a nigga was pushing a car on me or some shit, and it was my education. Like
shit, I need to pay mine today. I always wait till the end of the month to pay it, just because I hate doing it.
Yeah, fuck them.
And it's like, oh yeah, you also need to pay your car note. Yeah. 2 days from now.
Damn, dog, money, shit. I gotta pay mine too.
That's why you gotta save so you don't be in poverty.
Yeah.
Oh, we're starting off on the cheery note.
Away from poverty. That's my jingle.
Space City Brothers podcast. I'm Space City Walt.
I'm Space City Tab, aka Henry Pendergrass.
So you just gonna interrupt me?
Yes.
Just about to say my nickname. Okay, that's why we're doing.
I'm sorry. I thought you weren't doing your little nickname.
I was about to.
Okay. All right.
No, it was too late now. I don't want to do it.
Time of Persian rewind.
I'm not doing it.
We flipped the sands of time.
So I have house nigga hands.
This is where we starting off at.
So what was it, last week?
Oh, we're also live from home of the Players and Pimps.
When we came back from I gotta get my brain. When we came back from the cruise, I had the Monday off because it was my rotation week. So I went to the nail shop to get a pedicure because my nails were like rough and kind of jagged up. And like my cuticles are far up, so they peel. And then I wash my hands a bunch of times during the day because I have to pee a lot trying to drink water. And so my like it peels like here.
Yeah.
Like right at, and like it used to be super worse when I was younger. Like it'd be like big chunks or like long ones far back.
Yeah.
And so I went to the nail shop. I forgot what I was. Oh yeah, so
House nigga hands. Yeah.
get a manicure,
Terrible nickname.
and then I was at work, and she was like, I remember she was like, oh, since you're peeling, instead of using just regular lotion, you need to use Vaseline because lotion evaporates faster and dries out. So I was like, okay, well, I need to take Vaseline to work. And I looked at my hands, I was like, yeah, my hands are
hoes though.
Like my grandma used to always say, I had my mom's hands because they were soft, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much house nigga hands. Like my hands are not
Your
built for
grandma
outdoors.
said you got your mama hands.
Yeah, my grandma used to tell me. My grandma told me that all the time, especially if I was just like sitting at the table by her. She was like, "Oh yeah, you got your mama's hands, soft."
Soft.
So I was like, "Yeah, I got house nigga hands."
Oh man,
Which is
I
funny.
don't know. Me and my grandma had to square up. She said I got soft hands. Like, grandma,
Nah.
what you mean though?
My hands are soft. Multiple people have told me this,
Grandma, what you mean though?
especially do you remember Gabriel Babineau?
Oh yeah, Gabe.
Yeah, so I had what class? I had like a architect class with him. He used to always tell me that when I dap him, I was like, "Damn, why are your hands wet?" I'm like, "No, they're just soft."
Dog. Oh, house nigga hands over here.
So I have house nigga hands.
I thought you was gonna tell me when the Vietnamese ladies. I don't know why I imagined one of the Vietnamese ladies working in the shop told you, "Oh, you got house nigga hands."
Nah,
Oh, my hands aren't that soft. Not anymore.
I have house nigga hands.
I definitely have calluses now.
Which is
Working
funny
and shit.
because it's funny because at I want to say at least three different like Nigerian girls I know have like the roughest hands. Like their hands are way rougher than
Bro,
mine.
I
have no idea. I was like, man, you got further.
I hate shaking niggas who have
farmer's
rough ass hands, dog. I don't know, like call me.
See, I'm not going there.
Like I don't like y'all niggas hands be like, and then they want to grip y'all hard and shit. Shit feel like sandpaper. Like dog,
They probably
chill,
just,
bro.
They probably just don't use lotion on their hands.
Bro, just chill, bro.
Just dry
Like,
ass hands.
rough ass hands, dog. Fucking them. I mean, my hands not like super, like, you know what I'm saying, no, like soft and shit, like no more. But fuck, I'm actually doing manual labor and shit for once in my life. But like, fuck, dog, like,
Yeah,
nigga,
you
do
have,
something about that.
Yeah, that's the talk. All you do is play video games, DJ, and cut up fish.
That's. I mean, my hands soft as shit now. I mean, my hands not like. My hands
Yeah,
not
that-
like house nigga hand. I mean, I live. I'm the nigga who takes stuff in the house. I'm
See,
that
I
nigga.
do a lot more.
This
like,
nigga.
I do a lot more hand labor than you, but
Yeah.
somehow my hands are like so much soft.
I mean, because you're not surrounded by water. Like, well, I guess that's
Like I
fish oil. Let's say I say
I
fish oil.
put together all the furniture in my room.
Yeah.
And I have to do shit with my dad. And as a
Yeah, so
as a DIYer, I always have to like use tools. I just don't use a hammer that much, even though I have like banged my hand a bunch of times.
you know what?
That should be
In this
hurting.
day and age, hammers should be obsolete.
Nah,
Yeah.
you still have to put things in a place. Hammers are so secure, and sometimes you gotta like put a pin put a pin
I
in
mean,
a
like-
slot, and it's not, you know, it's the first time you getting it in there, so you gotta bang it in with some oil.
Let's see, just describe sex.
No,
You got to hammer it in. You got
No,
to
if
screw.
you're
You got to
hammering-
put it in with
got-
some oil.
look, young man, if you're hammering in your penis into a girl, you're not doing it right. You're just doing it all the way wrong. She's not
that's-
enjoying it.
That's
Apparently,
not enjoyable.
apparently only like 30% of women can
Climax.
orgasm from penetration.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
you're
know
not
something like
doing
that.
her no justice. We're way off what I was talking about.
But
I was
look,
talking about
yeah.
my hand.
But wait, about that, like, let a nigga know. Like, are you part of that 30%? If not, like,
I mean,
give a nigga a heads up before he's he goes on.
Yeah, you know what? Start taking back your I have no idea where I'm going with that. I started the sentence before I pulled a Michael Scott. I started the sentence with no idea where I was going. Start taking back your pleasure. If that nigga ain't doing it right, just stop him.
Yeah,
Just stop him.
Ain't nothing wrong with giving a little direction. Yeah, act like niggas can read minds. Like,
No,
all niggas,
not even that. A lot of niggas is just stupid. Give a lot of direction. Tell him exactly what he needs to be doing, because he's probably an idiot.
bro. I look. We'd be like, oh, you're not doing it right. Oh, you should automatically know how. I shouldn't have to tell you.
No,
And then be like, oh, all women aren't different.
I doubt they're gonna say you should honor.
Bro,
They're trusting our stupid asses to have some sense, even though history and time and statistics show very clearly that there's no sense for most of us.
Our fucking life expectancy shows there's no sense from most of us.
There's little to no sense from almost all dudes.
Women live like an extra 10 years longer than we do
and
for no reason.
Every experience with a dude has a pretty noticeable chance of death. So you know what? Just check control. If he can't,
or just stop fucking with niggas. Period.
If he can't handle what you if he can't handle correction, then he just gotta go. It's like Last Chance You.
Yeah.
See how I segue that. So I finally finished the third season of Last Chance You. Boy, that was a wild ride. That was even wilder than the other two seasons.
Last Chance High and the first Last Chance You.
What's Last Chance High? That's on Netflix?
I think so. I thought that was a part of the Last Chance You series.
No, Last Chance You is just all colleges.
Oh, maybe I'm fucking. I don't know. My brother watched that shit. I don't really be watching.
Bro, you should watch it. It's so good.
Because I hate seeing them.
Oh, Last Chance High is on Viceland.
Okay, so.
No, Last Chance You is so good. Bro, the coaches be talking crazy. Especially on this third season. It's a different guy. Boy, he talks crazy. I be like, God damn, this dude like, motherfucker, you don't get your motherfucker, just get the fuck off my field. You fucking, like, he told like 8 people they're done. It's like 8 different people thought they were kicked off the team. One dude, and then like near the end of the season, so they had, what happened is that, I think I told you about last time, it went from having they went from having what, like 5 total out of state or 10 to like unlimited. Yeah. So he had like 30. And he had one guy who came straight there from high school because he didn't have any offers. And then, like, the other 2 running backs were from a school. I know one of them was from... No, I forgot. I want to say... Let me check. I think it's Rakeem Boyd. But he's from Houston.
What position did he play? Oh, running back.
Running back. Why is my Google? And he went to Arkansas because he played for Stratford, which is which is in Spring Branch.
Yeah. I remember the name.
And so basically I think he had two running backs that came from a D1 program, and then the third string guy was the guy he recruited straight there from high school. The third guy wasn't getting like any burn.
No.
So by the end of the season, he wasn't even like wearing pads. And then like near the last game, he was like, yeah, he just showed up in the hoodie. He was like, yeah, somebody stole my pads.
Wow.
And the coach was like, what? He's like, yeah, somebody stole my pads in my helmet. And I was like, what? And he was like, where'd you have them? He's like, yeah, I always keep them in my trunk. And I was going. And then it was so weird because then the coach was like, did they take everything? And then his answer was like, they took my pads and my helmet. So he did, I don't know. To me, from that conversation, he made it seem like only his pads and helmet were missing. If it was just like, yeah, I keep them in my trunk to go to and from, and they just broke into my car and stole everything, then it's just like, oh, I got robbed. They took all my stuff. But he didn't say, oh, yeah, they took everything.
They took my pads and my... See?
And so he got flat out kicked off the team. It's like, you're just gone.
Yeah.
Don't go back.
Like, I mean, first of all, you brought this nigga... First of all, you got 2 D1 recruits come in, and then you recruit this kid out of high school to come play. Of course, the nigga's not gonna get no looks. The fuck? Like, he should have known that was a setup. You just a body on the bench, dog, at that point. If you got 2 D1 recruits coming to play, and you fresh out of high school, and you ain't had no offers, dog, you a body at that point.
Well, I think he said that he had turned down some offers, but it probably was like a small school.
D2, D3, which at that point you might as well be playing for a JUCO.
Or not. Or, well, never mind. Cause I don't know what like HBCUs, like the swag. I don't know if that's
No,
considered
those
D1 for football.
I mean,
for basketball is D1. I don't know.
yeah,
if
they're
that's
D1 for football.
So and then he in the little epilogue he ended up going to UAB.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
and it was crazy. Like the coach was just tired. This motherfucker is, and
Bro, that's
I think he was worse than the first coach, because the first coach he was just, he would call him lazy, he cussed, but then it'd be like sometimes he would just like overreact to like the little things. Sometimes like the one, I think his name was Isaiah, like he had like a high ankle sprain and it was bugging him, and he would be like, oh, if you don't want to practice, get the fuck out. It's like, dog, he has a high ankle sprain. Like it's not like he just rolled it regular. Like a high ankle sprain, you can't just stretch it and go. That hell don't go away in like 3 days.
Yeah.
And so it seemed like every time somebody had an actual problem, he would just overreact to it.
I mean, that's how
then make a bigger problem out of it.
That's how they get you, dog.
Because he'll overreact, and then the kid can't handle him overreact, so the kid will overreact, and then he'll overreact to the kid's overreact to his overreact.
That's how they get you, dog. That's why I was like,
you need to watch it. It might bring up some PTSD for you,
bro. Because I refuse to watch anything football related. I don't know why. I just don't. I just don't like watching anything that has anything to do with football, dog.
Yeah, but it's like so interesting.
I hate at this point in my life. I just don't like, especially with kids and shit. I just don't like. I mean, with them niggas is grown, but just football in general. Like after you learn about all the shit that goes on behind the scenes and shit like that, it's hard for me to fuck with it anymore. Cause like my little brother was amazing. My little brother, I mean, he was small, but like he could have been moved to a different position. All that, he was like one of those naturally talented, gifted kids on the football field and shit. Me, I was just a juggernaut. Like you put me on the line and tell me to fucking fire off, I'ma fire off. I wasn't nowhere near as talented as this nigga is. He know how to read offenses, he know how to read defenses and shit. Nigga was, you know what I'm saying, great material, but the coaches that were supposed to be in his corner weren't in his corner, which ended up fucking him in the end. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just like, I think about all the shit that football it does to kids, and it's just like, nah, I can't fuck with it. It sounds interesting, but I'm not finna relive my past traumas of getting yelled at and called a motherfucker at like 15.
Yeah. Football is horrible.
Yep.
And then they did after the end of that one, like Rakeem went to Arkansas. The quarterback, this dude was so weird. This dude was weird as shit. So he was like, it was like his dad was in his life till he was like 4. Then his dad left his mom. So he was just with his mom, and then his dad came back into his life when he was in like high school. He played football and baseball, and he loved baseball. And his dad was like, "No, you're gonna play football."
Kiss my ass.
So his dad just didn't let him play baseball anymore.
I thought he was suck my dick.
And then like he kept he had to like change schools a bunch, and then
who does that shit?
He was like the number 5 quarterback in the nation. Like he was like super high recruit, goes to Florida State, ends up hating it or something. And it was talking about he was like having problems in the locker room. Basically, it's like he thought he was so great that he didn't want to do he didn't like fit in so well. And they were talking like, basically by the time they even get to college, they're already just like going through hell, cause like somebody putting you through hell just because you're talented and stuff. And so he goes to the school, and it's like when he's on the field, he's always just chirping at somebody, but then like the coach was like, yeah, he's afraid to get hit, but he want to talk and stuff, or he'll like,
he's afraid to get hit.
And then like sometimes he'll like check a play at the line, and it'll just be a bad play. that kept happening and stuff.
So the nigga can't even read his own defense.
Like the quarterback coach be trying to vouch for him, but then he'll like not go to class or something.
Oh yeah, I hate them niggas.
Honestly, this season it was like less a problem about people not going to class, and it was more like, oh, they messing up in the game, or like they half-assed in practice.
Can Can you play if you fail in college? I don't even know.
It's.
I mean, you can't keep your scholarship if you fail after a certain point.
Well,
but
for
I don't know
that,
if you can.
for the JUCO, you can play. You still eligible to play if you're failing. It's just that you're not gonna be able to like go to transfer to transfer to
another school.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to transfer if you don't have the grades.
Yeah.
To get your credits.
I just thought about that shit. You never hear about like kids failing classes and not being able to play. They're not finna put no star player.
Well, it's
on.
not like high school where it's like every 6 weeks you gotta evaluate who
can play, who can't play.
Where that's
like half
your
the team
report
get kicked
card.
off for we always get kicked off at like the middle of the fucking season or some shit. Like it gets a team that's just as when you slack off the most, so you don't have to go play the game and shit.
Yeah.
And then get your shit together before the end of the season, just so you can make it to the playoffs and play through the play. I think like once you hit the playoffs, you pretty much
once the playoffs start, they don't worry about that.
Yeah,
because it's like in between.
Yeah.
It's not like the middle of the season where it's like, oh, there's a report card coming. Yeah. Who didn't got a D because they bullshitting.
Oh man, that's my life.
College
high
is just
school.
the whole semester, and then like they'll be up. It got to one point where he got hurt because he hurt his ankle, and they put the backup in for like the champions, like the conference championship.
Yeah, and
then he was like trying to talk to him in between the plays and on the sidelines, and then they got to a point that was like, tell him don't listen to anything that dude says. I was like, wow, like golly,
bro, that's football, bro.
That stuff was so like
that's bro. You'd be surprised at like the borderline like ridiculous shit that goes like people care more about basketball players than they do about football players.
It was just so.
It's just sickening.
It was
dog.
just
sadistic,
psychotic,
bro.
And sadistic
that's how they get you, bro.
Bro,
like they make you feel weak,
wild.
Bro. They make you feel weak. Like I remember I hurt. It was my freshman year going into my sophomore year, and I was like, I was probably gonna be on varsity, so. Like we training and shit, and I remember I hurt the fuck out of my groin. We're doing this one drill where we're on the mat, right? And you gotta chop your feet, and the coach will give you direction, and you gotta follow that direction. And I'm going hard, like I'm thinking, I'm finna be on fucking varsity. You feel me? Like I gotta secure my spot. I ain't trying to be on no fucking sophomore or JV or none of that shit. So I'm going hard as shit, nigga. I remember this shit like, cause it pain hurts. It's like one of the worst pains I ever had next to breaking my ankle. We had to drop to our knees, right? Now at this time I'm like 5'11", 5'10". I want to say like 260, 250, right? So I'm a big kid, but I'm a little overweight. So we chop it. He go right knee. You gotta drop down to your knee, which is bad in itself. You having these big ass kids fucking land on their knee on the fucking mat. That's the only thing protecting their knees and shit. So you go right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee, left knee. So I go right, left, right. I come back down on my left. Boom. I hit that whole nigga instantly. Everything from like the top of my stomach to like the top of my knee is dead. My knee hurts so, like all that whole area hurts so fucking bad. All I can do is look at the coach. I can't get up. All I can do is look at the fucking coach. And so he's like, go see the trainer. So I go see the trainer. Nigga can barely walk, right? I go see the trainer. He's like, oh yeah, you hurt yourself. You gotta go see a doctor. So I go home. My mom takes me to the emergency room. It's like, doctor's like, yeah, you definitely sprained your groin. Yeah, your groin is fucked up. You can't play football. And I'm devastated, right? I'm devastated. So I bring the doctor's note back to my trainer. Trainer sits me out and shit. Trainer sits me out. I remember this one coach. I can't remember his name.
I have no idea where you were going with that.
Look, the trainer sits me out, right? So I remember this one coach. This is how they fuck with you. I remember this one coach. Like, I forgot his name, but like he kept on talking shit to me. Now mind you, I'm like 15, 16. He's talking about, because I don't know how to explain the medical term for I fucked my groin up. You feel me? He's like, I told him the doctor told me I broke my groin or some shit. He's like, oh, that's what you did? You broke your groin, huh? Like, I'm lying to this man about having a, like, fuck, like, I'm barely walking this shit. Every step I take is not, I'm not thinking of nobody but pain and shit. And this nigga is making me feel bad. He's traumatizing me, looking at me like I ain't shit.
Like, he mean you with skepticism?
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you, like, you broke your groin? Like, he's talking, like, nigga, at 16, when all you want to do is impress these men around you so you can go somewhere. That fucks with your self-esteem. So I'm like, at that age, you like, fuck, I guess I can't, you know what I'm saying? If I get hurt, I just can't say nothing about it. Or else, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be looked at as weaker than these other kids. So, shit, I try to come back on it. I set out for 2 weeks or something like that. I try to come back on it. Nigga, hurt that shit again. I hurt it again. I came back early, did the same shit, fucked my shit up again. Had to sit out even longer. More of the story is, kids, coaches don't give a fuck about you.
So,
you just a body.
So, made me lose my train of thought.
Yeah.
Oh, they did like a look back on the people from like the first 2 seasons. And so like the counselor lady, she left and started like a consulting company, trying to like make sure that other kids in like going to different schools at like the high school level, making sure they're doing stuff so they don't fall behind and stuff like that. So she was doing that. She
trying to get paid to register motherfuckers for the clearinghouse.
Nah, it's like, trying to help them with like time management, knowing that football is very finite and is very
football is super finite.
Like if 20 of y'all on the team, maybe one of y'all might make it or might have a chance to make it. So just thinking, having a broader outlook than it's just league or bust, because it's definitely like it's such a small minority of people who even make it on the team.
Who made it to the league?
And then
I think Braylon Addison.
Okay. And then the next team of that school won the whole national championship. And he was like, it's not even like, he was like, the offensive coordinator left, the running back coach left, the defensive coordinator left, the linebacker coach left. He's like, it's not the coaches, it's the system that we built. And he was talking about then they showed the scene. He was like, him and his offensive coordinator, like they were having, like, they wouldn't get along. He was like, they were the yin and the yang, but he was like, they also had their problems. Like, there was one play where he was like, coach, you got 12 men on the field, you need to call timeout. He's like, there's 11. Oh wait, there's 12. No, there was 11. He was like, there were 12 and one ran off. And he was like, God damn, it's annoying. It was like, okay. And then what else? Dakota Allen from the H, who was at Texas Tech and got kicked off for like a because he was being charged with robbery, and then he was at Last Chance, and then the coach was like, oh, they watched it, and they kept up with him, and they brought him back, and he was like immediately voted the leader of the team. Because of him maturing, and they were, he had a good season. And there was the dude who was the quarterback in the first season, the black dude. He was like the prototype like athletic QB.
Yeah,
where he could just take off and run, but he can't throw that well. And so he went to Auburn. But his problem was like he was still inaccurate, so he transfers to Florida Atlantic with Lane Kiffin, and he just switches to running wide receiver and just has a breakout year. He's like, I had to go ahead and make the change to try to be able to play at the next level. And he has like a breakout year at wide receiver. He got he entered the draft. He signed a contract with the Bears.
Oh shit.
And then the dude who's the quarterback the next season, I already forgot his name, but he was the one that had like punched the lady in the bar.
Oh yeah, that nigga
on the news. He was playing quarterback at I want to say it was Florida Atlantic. Yeah, Florida Atlantic. He was playing quarterback, but then he had a blood clot I was like, wow, that is what the hell. That is, you couldn't even put that on a multiple choice, and I would have picked it.
Yeah.
And then like 2 other guys went to Florida Atlantic, and that's pretty much all I can remember. Oh, so the running back, what was his name, Isaiah something. Him and his older brother. His older brother was at Indiana. This was so weird. So they ended up being home, and they were hanging with these 2 dudes. The 2 dudes met up with like this white kid, this white dude from the area. I guess either they're supposed to be buying weed off him, or he was supposed to be buying weed off them. Apparently the dudes decided they were gonna rob him. They ended up stabbing and killing him.
Wow.
And then going back with them 2, like they had went off and then came back. They ended, like, all 4 of them ended up getting picked up by the police and were facing a homicide charge.
Niggas didn't even know what was going on.
So the older brother was like, I wasn't even with them. We were at the apartment sitting outside in the car. They went off. They came back and we left.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, you need to be worrying about yourself. He's like, I'm worried about myself. I ain't worried about nobody else. I'm trying to graduate. I'm supposed to be graduating. So from like his interviews in the interrogation, they dropped the charges against him. The younger brother, it's tragic. So he was
stuck?
Well, as far as like going into the trial. Because they were doing like a preliminary to see whether or not all 4 of them needed to have the charges against them tried. And so like the other 2 dudes, they can't get away because one of them was like, I poked him a few times. Like I heard him say ow ow ow. He grabs on me, so I poked him. It's like, yeah, you stabbed him. You're fucking guilty of homicide. And Isaiah was like, since he's probably not mature enough to kind of like see through what was happening, and then they're interrogating him for hours on end. The lawyer was like, since he probably has the maturity of like a kid still in high school, they kept saying, oh, they were trying to get the money. They're trying to get the money. And then they got to a point in the interrogation, like, so what were they trying to do? And he basically didn't say it. He was like, they had a knife. They left with them, came back without the knife. I don't know what was happening. But like the prosecutor was like, at some point, he's like, so he was like, what were their intentions? Like, to get the money. And so the prosecutor was like, yeah, he knew they were trying to get the money, therefore he knows that they had this plan to rob this guy and kill him. So he's stuck in he's stuck getting tried for homicide with the other 2.
No, that's, cause now you're saying it's premeditated.
But see, just because he said that one sentence.
Wow. Imagine
one sentence.
Imagine getting niggas, you supposed to be cool with killing somebody and then letting you take the fall with them. That's some hoe shit.
I mean, they ain't let it. Them niggas so stupid for murdering this dude.
I hope he gets off, because that's
to rob for weed money.
And
it was like, as of May 2018, he was still waiting trial. He's just sitting
in jail right now.
He's just sitting in jail.
Collecting dust and shit. Because after a certain age, niggas don't fuck with you no more.
And it was so weird because there was the lady was like, when the season 2 premiered, she met they went to New York for the thing, and she was like, it was good seeing them, getting to see New York and being away from the South. And it was like the event happened like 3 days later from the news. It's like, wow, what type of shit. Oh yeah, last chance you.
That's some hoe shit, dog. I just like, god damn, bro. Like, you ain't got like, he knew he knew they was gonna murder him, so he's a part of the murder. The nigga don't even know what's happening. He just knows that them niggas talk about that. I don't. You shouldn't have never said shit. Don't talk to police, dog. Unless you giving an alibi. Just shut the fuck up.
As far as he really knew, they just went off to go do a weed deal.
Yeah.
But the lawyer's like, they kept hammering that into him. So by the time they get to the end, by the time they're done like 5 hours of interrogation,
yeah,
which is what they do, he just says it back. and it was like, well, that
Yeah,
just,
you gotta watch Police, dog.
that locked him in.
Always get you a lawyer. Never, don't let them talk to you because then they're gonna keep you for hours. And if they don't have nothing to keep you on, you can definitely leave, bro.
Yeah, and they'll just wear you down, keep saying stuff to you.
Yeah, don't let them talk to you into staying. Don't go to the jailhouse just to chat for a bit. You don't need to sign no paperwork.
They just picked because apparently what they did was like they took a video and was like flashing the money. And then the older brother was like, "Oh, I get $1,600 scholarship check every month." He pulled out his money, so I just pulled out mine. Like, cause they were trying to act like, "Oh, they shared the money with them, so they were part of it." It's a lot of BS. Yeah, boy, I need a break from that. Goddamn,
that's a motherfucker.
That just hurt my heart,
bro. That's terrible. You see how they get us.
Hey, so no, I'm just going to ignore her. Let's go to Elon Musk with this Thailand shit.
He's still on that shit?
No, I'm just saying, like, we didn't talk about it. What's wrong with you, Elon? Just go sit the fuck down somewhere.
Elon must sound like a fucking supervillain.
No, just go sit the fuck down somewhere.
And he white too. It don't help.
Like, if you really want to help, you should have been shooting them money for like scuba gear.
Yeah.
And food and oxygen tanks.
Nigga got money to like niggas like, oh yeah, we made a tube that we can get the divers out. We testing it right now. This shit's not gonna take longer than a week. What the fuck? What are you even like?
No, just
what do you even mean?
Look, send some divers. Sponsor some divers to go out there. Send oxygen tanks. Send
food, water, nigga,
water,
supplies.
Maybe like piping if they need to like pump more oxygen into where the kids ended up and stuff. Like, bro. Just shut the hell up.
Everybody want to be Batman so they have a chance to be Batman and then don't end up being fucking Batman, like, or Bruce Wayne, like.
Yeah, just go sit down somewhere, guy.
That shit pissed me off. Oh, we making a tube. We made a tube.
We made a subway.
We could put a fucking. We could put the kid in there. You just said subway.
We made a submarine.
You put the kid in there. It got speakers and it got TV screens so they can watch shit as they swim. Yeah, like, bro, you doing way too much.
And then it was like
that sounded like some good shit for like the future, but like. Then he got mad. The niggas was like, "Yeah, we did not need your shit. By the time you shipped it to us, we really only had one kid left. You know, and then on top of that, it's like you gonna put these kids that have been trapped in this mine for days in the dark.
It was like 10 days or something, or it took them that long to get them out. It was like a while.
Yeah, the days in the dark.
Dark with dwindling oxygen, and they're like trying to like
no
just
food.
to get some water. They're like trying to lick the rocks and stuff. Like. Hella desperation.
Kids got traumatized.
Elon, you just tripping. Just make cars,
bro. Just make cars and shoot rockets into space and bring them back down.
Hey, was Bad Boys 2 Michael Bay's Apex? That was like the best thing he did.
No, Transformers was.
All right.
I mean, it was good, but like Transformers was amazing.
I would say Bad Boys 2. So The Rock has made
it was Ninja Turtles.
Fuck no. You ruined that. Fucking made the movie about Megan Fox because he's obsessed with Megan Fox.
He is obsessed with Megan Fox.
So was
I forgot about Megan Fox.
So The Rock has done a lot of movies.
The who?
The Rock.
Oh.
Are they any good? It's kind of like no.
I mean, they're not. I mean, it depends on what you go to watch. If you're going to watch some amazing cinema and fucking cry and laugh, no. If you're looking for one-liners and for him to punch somebody, yeah, they're right up your alley.
I'm gonna say no.
I mean, if you're looking for explosions and shit, it just what you go to the movie to see. Like I love Walk Hard. Not Walking Tall.
I don't remember Walking Tall. I don't think I actually saw it. Is that the one where he kept the 2x4 all the time?
I love that fucking movie.
I don't think I actually saw that movie.
The movie's it's just amazing. I don't know why I love it so much.
What was even the premise of that?
All right, so kick it. The Rock is a army or marine vet returned home to this little town and shit, right? So he left at high school, so he comes back and shit, and the town's completely changed. It's like has a rampant drug problem. Has a fucking casino now. They never used to have none of that shit. And so, and so one night he goes to the casino. He meets like his high school rival, which is I can't think of what the movie the dude played in, but if you see them, you'll be like, oh, that motherfucker. That's so I see him. It's that one dude that has like the white hair. He's like super pale or whatever, right? So The Rock is trying to stay away from all the bullshit, right? The dude offers him a job. He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna work at the lumber mill. The lumber mill shut down and shit, right? So the one night The Rock just has enough of the shit, right? So he goes to the casino. Oh yeah, he has a little nephew, right? And the little nephew gets caught up with the drugs and shit somehow, right? So then he's had enough. He goes to show up to the nigga house, to the little nigga casino and shit. Fucks the nigga casino up. They send niggas after him. They
I
fuck him up.
remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Seeing him like in a casino.
Yeah, they fuck him up. Niggas like, all right, bet I'm gonna become the new sheriff of the town. So then he becomes the new sheriff.
Oh, the actual sheriff?
The actual sheriff. He doesn't use a gun. He just has a 2x4. That's all he uses is a big ass piece of wood. So then he Johnny Knoxville was in the movie.
Hey, Johnny,
he was a
he
sidekick,
checks, baby.
Bro, he was getting them checks back in the day, dog. He was a sidekick, and he's like, they shut down the whole little drug ring. They stopped his little drug ring and shit. They trying to clean the town up. So then, oh boy loses his mind, like the villain loses his mind, right? The Rock is in the police station, and they done got one of the dudes, and they trying to interrogate him, get him to talk and shit, right? So then the little villain nigga send all his goons after him. They shoot up the police station. The Rock has to kill them. Then he goes to the casino, kills a bunch of other motherfuckers. Then he finally shoots and kills. No. I think he got taken to jail. I don't remember if he killed him, but I know he got taken to jail. And so The Rock single-handedly cleans up his little small town. And his dad gets his job back at the lumber mill because they reopened it because it's not a sex haven no more. Oh yeah, and he sees his old high school fling as one of those behind the glass strippers. He doesn't know it. She doesn't know it. Yeah, so that's the premise of Walking Tall.
For some reason, whatever I was listening to, I was like, "What is Hulk Hogan's best movie?" None of them.
Oh no, I've never seen no. No, his best movie is Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain.
That movie is definitely the worst.
I love that movie.
That movie is not good.
I remember they had a little Power Ranger skit. He was like a power.
It's like a power.
His character was like
a
the
Power Rangers ally.
He was like the lead kid. He was like the lead Power Ranger.
But he didn't.
But he was like a wrestler. He was just a wrestler.
He just had like a vest.
Oh my god, that movie was
is
amazing. This shit was terrible.
I think Three Ninjas was like one of the like it was cool as a kid because like, oh, these are kids and one of us could be Rocky, one of us could be Tum Tum, one of us could be Colt. But
Rocky
then
loves
as an adult, it's like, oh
Rocky
man, this movie make no sense.
Oh no, it was terrible.
How's an 8-year-old beating a grown man in a one-on-one
He wasn't
fight?
even like beating him, and like he was just people like he was Home Alone it basically. Just, like all the other ones would gotta put up a fight.
Like I would grab this teenager by the shirt and punch him in the face
Or shoot him. Like
how are these adolescents like beating us adults in one-on-one fights and shit?
I want to redo the Three Ninja series, but make it black. I think that's my idea for most movies, is to take them and redo them and make them just black. It's a new Three Ninjas movie. It's the same movie just with black characters. Like have Michael J. White play the grandpa.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
have like Lil Uzi Vert. No, just say shit at this point. I don't know. The kid from Moonlight, fucking.
So I think
I don't know.
I think what I'm gonna do in the coming. Did I turn off my TV? Oh no, it's just low. I think what I'm gonna do in the coming months is reclaim all my my fandoms. Like I'm gonna reclaim old 50 Cent. I'm gonna reclaim DMX. I'm gonna reclaim Ja Rule. Man, middle school really made me hide my fandom for DMX. Cause for whatever reason, people just made fun of him like constantly.
Cause he was a crackhead.
Well, not then.
No, definitely then.
No.
Yes.
It was in high school. He was on top. He was on top in middle school. The boy was having hits, and he was making. You can't be on crack and make Romeo Must Die.
Niggas do that shit all the time.
No.
What you mean?
You're on crack after that.
DMX is the highest of high functioning crack. Like if there was you
No,
had to
it
fight
was-
a crackhead, DMX is definitely the crackhead.
It was after
guy.
that. It was after 05 is when he started spiraling out of control.
Let me see. When was DMX's first arrest for crack?
DMX album.
Remember that video? That nigga running through a hotel ass naked and shit.
Well, he said that was a dare, and he was like, "Well, fuck it, I'm gonna do it."
Oh, well, didn't know that.
See, studio albums. He was platinum up until 2003.
That's just the time. That's a
He made a song. He made an album called "You're the Dog." ... Again.
what? If that's not drugs, I don't know what is.
Yeah, so that's 06. Middle school 03. Grand Champ. It was platinum. He had a big ass pit bull on the cover. He made "Where My Hood At." He made "Get It on the Floor." Get it on the floor. Get it. See, he was still hot.
Bro, you can be hot and still be on drugs, nigga.
Nah, can't be on crack doing that. Not as a black person. He made "We Go Hard." Kind of remember About to Love. So yeah, he was still making moves in 03. I was still a fan, and then people started making fun of him in middle school, and in middle school you don't want to be made fun of. So what do? You stop wearing. Look, in middle school, what happened? You stop wearing white socks with black shoes, even though everybody's doing that now, which I absolutely hate.
Wearing white socks, I hate that shit. I hate wearing white socks. Period.
No, I don't mind.
I don't like.
I hate wearing it with black shoes. It's like, what did the Fab Five go through for us, and y'all just gonna spit in their faces?
Spit in their faces. Niggas didn't like the rules that they had to follow back then. I hate your blinds, dog. I hate that so much.
What?
Why is it holding on like Mufasa and the Lion King? That one little.
Well, they're
quarter.
just old.
I know, but it's just it's like break.
What year is it? 2018. They're almost 20 years old.
That's just so weird.
What else? What else? You stop wearing briefs and go to boxers.
Go to boxers.
You get pants. Then
ain't nothing worse than
you get pants in gym, and if you wearing white
school,
briefs, they be like, tidy whiteys.
Ain't nothing worse than taking off your shorts and your shit come above your thigh. Like, nah, bro. Just stop. I switched. I hate boxers because I hate like how thick they be. So I just switched to boxer briefs. And like
that was the godsend.
Yeah,
boxers were not great.
I hate boxers.
The boxers were not great for like.
I don't see how
high
niggas
school
wear them
athletics,
shits, bro.
boys was doing entire basketball periods and like 3-hour hoop sessions and boxers.
Plus, it just looked I don't know. Your clothes just look better in boxer briefs. I don't know.
It's just more comfortable.
Yeah,
it's best of both worlds.
I hate boxers. I still don't wear boxers.
Boys with the boxers. I started wearing double shorts in middle school, just so I could just have shorts under. When I changed in the gym, nobody saw my briefs till I converted all the way over.
You never know.
We started wearing double colored shirts like morons.
Fucking more. That was stupid as
90-degree day. We're wearing 2 t-shirts.
Two t-shirts. Like you had to wear two. It wasn't even like, oh, you wore a t-shirt and an undershirt. You wore 2 fucking t-shirts.
2 full t-shirts.
Oh, remember when they brought out the double collar shirt? That was Kanye West's era. The double collar shirt.
Oh, that's
you used to have like it'd be like one collar under, and it'd be like other one would be up or some shit like that.
I don't.
Oh my god, that was back in the game.
I just remember 2 t-shirts, and then they were both the same size. So like you would want like a half inch of the undershirt under the full shirt.
Just be hot as fuck. This was Texas heat.
That shit was so stupid.
Oh my god, it's 99 degrees outside, and we got on fucking shorts underneath jeans and double t-shirts on. Talking about you never know, you might need to fight or you might need to hoop.
I think
I
think the fat laces were permissible because that was just fun. That was fun.
Yeah, fat laces was dope. Especially when you all used to go to the corner store to get them hoes for like four for $1 or five or like two for $1 or some shit.
Fat laces.
And get all the colors and shit. You get all the colors, and then you get all the stripe colors and shit. And then these niggas used to fuck you up. They used to have patterns and shit for the shit.
I remember the pink craze after Cameron, and niggas just started forcing pink. Like,
bro, my dad told me I look like a girl. I had a pink headband. I had a pink collar shirt. I love my shirt. And then my mama got me a pink headband. And so we was going to the mall one day. And so I get dressed in, the fly fit. I was going to have a peak on with the pink headband and the blue jeans and the all-white forces. My dad goes, take that fucking headband on. You look like a girl, nigga.
That's homophobic.
I was crushed. I took it off. I was just upset the rest of the day. Thanks, Dad. Love you.
Nah, that was homophobic. But it was just, bro, dudes would be wearing like pink and light blue, pink and orange, pink and black. Well, pink and black straight, but like pink and navy blue, and then like
looking like AKAs.
I was about to say. I remember one dude wore like pink and green.
Get jumped by a bunch of AKAs and shit.
He's AKA adjacent.
His mama was AKA.
It was just such a pink force.
I still wear pink. I still would. Well, I don't know. It depends.
And then untied Air Forces.
Untied everything. Niggas was just not tying. Or remember when they took the laces completely out the shoes?
That was so stupid.
Like, I tried it one day. I was like, nah, I gotta put my laces back.
Laces
can't
out
walk.
of Air Forces, and then your tongue is like 4 inches in front of your feet because they didn't flopped all the way. That was so stupid. We were stupid.
Wearing the Static Shock pants. I used to call them Static Shock pants. The pants would be baggy as fuck, but your shirt would be small, so you look like a Static Shock character. Or you just wear everything big as shit.
Nah, everything was big. Everything was huge.
Yeah.
Tall tees and shit. Yeah, that era was just dumb. So I'm reclaiming my DMX fandom. I'm downloading all the DMX's albums and gonna listen to them.
My dog's gone. You know what? You don't hear no more. Stop Drop. You don't hear it no more.
That's because white people overused it, so now we try not to use it anymore.
But like I was thinking about the other day. That song just the intro, like the beat drop.
Also, that song is kind of problematic too.
You know what? I don't even hear the song. I don't even know the lyrics. Oh yeah, I do hear it. That first verse is kind of hard.
Yeah, he definitely says faggot in it more than at least more than 2 times.
Look, remember, you know how
actually it's called the Rough Riders Anthem.
Rough Rider Anthem. Everybody wanted to be a Rough Rider and shit. Now nobody gives a fuck.
No, I have no idea what happened to them.
They still out here. But what was I gonna say? Remember how we used to talk about how Jamaican like reggae music would be like the beat would be amazing and shit?
Oh no, he never says faggot.
Oh, he doesn't?
Okay, that's safe. Gay, nah. Make sure it's not problematic. I think Stop Drop is alright. Hold on, let me keep talking. I'm gonna try to just read it.
Remember how we was I was listening to okay. Remember how we used to say that reggae music would have amazing beats, like perfect get rolled up to beats, but the lyrics would be just terrible.
Yeah,
like the first time they talked about that on
basically all the Buju Banton.
They talked about that on the DJs and Meryl podcast. And I was just like, niggas understand,
bro. Boom bye bye.
It's so
one of the greatest. The first time I heard that song as an adult, it one of my classmates was having like I guess you'd call it kickback in their apartment, which was in the same complex as mine. And one of the dudes who's older brought like his turntables, his
DJ gear.
Yeah, his turntables and a speaker and his laptop. So he was just
spinning.
He DJ. So he was just just playing music. And we in college, so we just drinking, hanging out, just people in class from the class. And he plays it, and I was like, dog, that beat is so good. Like I did not understand the lyrics. So I was like, dog, that beat is so cold. So I looked it up and I was like, bro, I love this song. Like,
bro, that's how I feel.
And then I put the lyrics on Facebook. And one dude from a class before, from the class before, he's like, bro, you need to take that down. I was like, well, he's like, just take it down right now. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. And I looked it up. I was like, Jesus, golly.
bro.
It's
Bro,
terrible.
the shit would be the most amazing. Get rolled up to like going to Juve or Caribbean Fest and being behind a thick shorty and you hear that bye bye in a bati
It's just
boy. And then the beat drop, and you just want to roll. You just want to roll with it, and then you realize what they're saying, and it's just like I'm a terrible person.
You had to look up what like their you had to look up what their slang means and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
oh gosh.
Boom bye bye in
The solution to that song is Flex by Mad Cobra, because it's it's the same beat except they took out like the part where it's without the
they took out the homophobia.
no, they took out the part of the beat that doesn't have steel drums, so the whole song is just the
Flex. Time to have sex. So I guess it's like, well, this beat is amazing, but I don't want to shoot gay people in.
You just take out the
Just
violence.
take out the homophobia and the violence. I don't even know what the rest of he's saying. I know is that chorus is terrible. Don't know what he's saying. I just know it can't be better than anything.
Well, I don't remember the
chorus.
lyrics off top, but it's basically just like, oh, have the gun, have a Uzi, shoot them, fuck them, motherfuck them, they suck. I hope they die.
Imagine hating gay people so much that you go into the booth and you put down a banger to generations.
I mean, that's just the country. Because even when I was hanging with my Jamaican friend, I was like, it was summer. Actually, it was my birthday. She was riding with me to like go get liquor, and she was like, "Yeah, man, that is terrible out there." She was like, she's like, you know, I appreciate when people want to listen to reggae music when I'm around. Let's just pick another song.
just not that song.
It's like, I'm plug my phone in. We're just gonna play something. I was like, all right,
It's weird. I like reggae. I like dancehall and reggae. I just like specific types of reggae. Like basically anything that gets you rolled up, I'm with. If it can't get me rolled up, I don't really like it. It's weird. Like me and Shorty can't grind with it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
like if it's too happy, like I'm not gonna listen to Bob Marley.
You know, have you ever listened to Eddie Murphy's reggae album?
I refuse.
I'm gonna download it.
I refuse.
I did like Red Light. That was a good song.
I refuse.
Eddie Murphy can actually sing. Have you heard Party All the Time? That song is great.
He can actually sing.
Yeah, he can sing. He's multi-talented.
It's like saying Janae Aiko can sing. She can hold a note.
That doesn't mean anything.
Very,
You the one who came over here and was like, Arian Foster did a mixtape or whatever.
Yeah,
I still haven't listened to it, but okay. Eddie Murphy's albums are probably good.
Nice.
I like the Red Light. Red light, stop light. I don't remember the rest of the song. You realize how much watching people play video games I've consumed in between here. Last time I heard that song, there's a lot of things that are probably useful that I haven't listened to or haven't retained. What's going on with this?
So we're gonna talk about the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room?
R. Kelly out here wilding, dog.
Oh.
R. Kelly really was, oh my god. And what made me so mad was the beat was pretty good. That's what fucked me up the most.
So I had why did I just recommend this shit? So when that came out, I told you to listen to it and break down the whole thing. So when I was with Gary the other day, I was like, fuck it, let's put it on with the lyrics. And so we listened to the whole thing in one sitting. It is egregious.
Bro, that's not even a word, dog.
He does like instead of like I admit it like confessions, he does I admit it like what's the Drake song from if you're reading this it's too late. The
one at the end?
It's not used to whatever, it's like he's like, I admit it. I haven't been in this just like a minute. What song is that? I'll find it.
Watch your motherfucking Tomboy.
Yeah. But it's not six. I don't think it's 6 guys.
Concept putting money first, boy, worse. I'm about to hit you with the worst, boy, worse.
It might be 6. No, it's not 6.
But I said true thing. You was You was popping back when I swear
Yeah.
you changed.
not-
Goddamn, you changed.
Nah, it's not that.
Come from the
So okay, so
motherfucking
it's six.
side.
It's six
God.
God.
Yeah. Come from the motherfucker. I hate that song. I skip that song every time it come on. I hate that beat. We definitely get flagged.
Nah, people always upload Drake songs to
That means
to stuff.
I mean, they didn't get popped.
Nah, Drake got too much to do. Got to worry about my bed. So it was like that. He was just saying things. He admitted to
Nothing.
but he admitted stuff that he couldn't control. But he didn't admit to anything he actually did wrong.
He
except for like very typical stuff that is like anybody could have done. Like he said he
just proved he was even more of a scumbag. That's
he
all
said
I got out of it.
he said he was dyslexic.
Which
Okay,
it's not a bad thing to admit.
Oh wait, let's start from. He said that he was sexually assaulted as a child.
Which is like explains a lot.
Yeah, and he said that
He said it's from a child to about 14.
Yeah, which is
It's long. That's a long time.
That's a just enormous trauma to unpack. He said that his virginity was taken without his consent
by the woman or the I don't know.
You can't
never explain it. He never said who it was.
So okay, that's definitely something that people need counseling for. Like that's definitely that's a legitimate trauma.
That's all I got out of it.
He was dyslexic, so he was signing deals and he doesn't even own his music. All the hits he made, he doesn't even own it. He can't get nothing for it. That makes sense. Also, that was happening to a lot of people in the 90s.
Bro, I thought R. Kelly. I didn't know R. Kelly didn't own his publishing. I really thought R. Kelly owned all his shit.
If you think about it, what singer in the 90s, like what singer before the late 2000s, like ended up in a good position? If
crazy.
You think about it, almost nobody made it out except for
a very select few.
Like who was out before 2005 who made it out all right? Maybe Usher. Who else?
I don't even think probably Usher. It's hard. I don't know.
I can't think of it.
Anybody who probably not like around now.
I'm Usher and like Destiny's Child.
You know what'd be terrible?
And Destiny's Child went through some shit.
They definitely don't own their publishing. Fucking
nah.
Daddy definitely own that publishing.
I don't know, but like at least they all made it out all right.
Define made it out.
I mean, Kelly Rowland. Beyonce's on top of the world. Kelly Rowland can basically do whatever she wants. Michelle's been hitting the gospel. Hey, Michelle just checked into a mental institute for depression.
Yeah.
Hopefully she gets better.
Yeah. She said she's doing good now.
Is she from Houston?
No.
Where's she from?
Cali.
Michelle Williams. Is this the right one?
Not from Houston.
Michelle. Let me see. Destiny's Child. I'm like fighting off a sneeze.
Oh, that's the worst. When you feel like, especially when that shit start to burn and shit.
She is from Rockford, Illinois.
Okay, Illinois.
Okay, so the three from the Destiny Child that survived the times of Papa Knowles. That nigga's on some other shit.
That nigga a hoe.
The three that they made it out all right. Well, TLC was just terrible.
They got fucked out of their deal.
They got fucked up
by a woman, no doubt.
Basically, only Usher and Destiny's Child made it out of the 90s.
Yeah, with their money intact.
Genuine out here looking crazy.
Doing he doing a reality show about a fucking play. Dog, you made Pony.
Shit, Casey and
you made In Those Jeans.
Casey and JoJo, I think they were on drugs.
Bro, them
one
niggas,
of them.
Well, them niggas doing Chuck E. Cheese fucking
them niggas
show. I can never get over that little thing. Fuck it, they working. Who cares?
Niggas going through tragedy.
Them niggas should have stayed with Jodeci. Jodeci, in my opinion, was better than Casey and JoJo.
I ain't gonna lie. All my life, that might be my wedding song. That might be my wedding song. That song is great.
Yeah.
That song is great. Let me see. Let's go top R&B artists of the 90s. What were we even talking about?
Niggas who made it out of the 90s with their money.
Oh, because of R. Kelly.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the greatest hits of the 90s and see who made it out. Yeah, the R. Kelly song. He was like, "Oh, I slept with my homie's
I slept
wife."
with my homie's wife. Cheated on my girl with her best friend.
But see, like
can't read or spell.
Oh, he was like, they had me at the award show. I couldn't read the teleprompter.
Nah, look, the best line,
Yeah,
which I related to, was when the nigga said, "I admit I can't spell for shit." I was just like, he had a little bit of redemption. Because I can't spell for shit either. I be getting tripped up over easy words sometimes. I be having to sign that shit out. I be like, I can read the fuck out of a book, but I can't spell for shit.
Him saying he couldn't read it, that was like a tell-all. It's like, okay, you know what? If you're dyslexic, I can't tell you, I can't be mad at that, because there's a lot of people.
That's not a thing to be mad at. It's not a thing to be like, oh yeah, he dyslexic, fuck him. Like, who the fuck is we not? That's not what we mad at you about, R. Kelly.
And then he was like, oh, people pushing their daughters to him to be with him,
to be a no. They put you because they thought you was gonna help her achieve a certain point in her career, not because they wanted you to
impregnate them and get rich because you own child support or some shit.
No,
but it's like, that's not what we're mad about. The pedophilia, we're mad about you having sex on tape with a minor and shit. He was just like, I like women older and younger, so he didn't admit to shit.
He didn't, bro.
He basically was like, oh, people push women up to me, how am I supposed to just like, you know, turn down all of them? It's like, all right, guys.
Yeah, just, I don't want to have sex with you.
And then he was like, oh, he had some girls at his house, and he was like, oh, they like it rough. They like being tied up and being spanked and shit. It's like, all right,
it's nothing wrong with that. But when people say that you got a sex cult and niggas is corroborating the story, like, yeah, he's had women come into the studio and just face the wall because he don't want like them looking at other niggas and shit. That's what we're like. Okay, R. Kelly, we gave you redemption.
Well, I mean, if that's consensual, then you know that's like the.
It's one thing.
It's like
it's
a different thing. It's like, oh, you can't leave the house and you'll only eat every other day. If you doing some shit like that, you know that's fucked up.
That's just fucked up. Telling a girl that she can't look. And nigga said she has to face the corner. I
mean, that's some misogynist shit. But if this is a 20-year-old person and they accept that, because you can easily be like, nigga, fuck you, and just leave and go get you.
If you choose to stay, you kind of
go get you a college degree or go get you a job or go learn you a craft. Like, you don't have to. If I walk into a studio and somebody's like, oh, you can't look at anybody turning face to the wall, nigga, fuck you. I'm calling myself an Uber. I'm going home. Fuck you.
Yeah, they talking about
I might let the air out your tires for that shit.
Who knows if any of that shit's true? Because you know, this day and age, I can't tell what's real and what's not.
He didn't admit to any. He didn't admit to, like, he was like, oh, if he's like, how y'all gonna abandon me and drag me through the mud even though I was accused. It never went to court.
Yeah, I was acquitted and never went to trial. Never went to prison. I was acquitted.
And then he's like,
arrested. I was just like,
just eye roll. It's like, he named the journalist, like, whatever. He's like, oh, you made your career off talking bad about me.
We don't even know who you are.
Don't
even know who that is.
Who the fuck that is?
He said, I don't know. Did he fuck Wendy Williams? He made it seem like I couldn't tell if he fucked Wendy Williams or not.
No, he was saying that they got together and he was like, they basically turned off their phones and had drinks and they were just talking. And then he was saying that she basically used that to bash him. He was like, they were just talking just to be talking and letting stuff out. And he thought they were just having a cool conversation. He was like, oh, she took that stuff and used it to bash him and to talk down on him and stuff. So he was upset about that.
He's like, she asked me about Leah. I said, love. I was like, so was...
Go look up what he actually said about that. I think I was kind of I think because
He
I
just said
heard
love.
I think because I heard about somebody talking about it, that I was like, oh, this is the part, but I didn't pay attention to like what he was actually saying. So go find it and read it out. These are the title greatest hits of the 90s. Candy Rain, So For Real.
Oh, they ain't got no money.
They didn't survive. Michael Jackson, he died of drugs. Faith Evans, she out here looking fucking stupid.
Talking about she been fucking since a child. Dick don't do nothing to her anymore.
And she also married Stevie J. I keep wanting to call him Stevie B. That's not correct.
From the fucking.
I don't even know who Stevie B is.
I don't know Stevie B is from the podcast.
It's just right wise in my head. 702. I have no idea who they are.
They made that one song. That's that one group.
It's just Where My Girls At. That's just all it says. I have no idea what this song is.
That's
Mariah Carey.
That's 3LW.
Mariah Carey. She made it all right. She's just crazy.
She got money. She's the only one who kept her plug. She made the last great American.
So Beyonce.
Song.
So Beyonce, Mariah Carey, and Usher. Erykah Badu, she made it out all right. She's just nobody likes her anymore. She's like problematic.
I like her. She just says wild shit from time to time. You'd be like, okay, dial back the hotel. Oh, let me talking to fucking Mike. She says wild shit from time to time.
Problematic. She was talking about girls need to wear longer skirts so men wouldn't be thinking about them and shit. Shut up,
like,
bitch.
You had your whole ass out in Dallas.
No, just
calm down.
Just
it's a nice ass, but you had it all the way out.
Look, bitch, shut up. Shut up.
Oh my god.
TLC, they didn't. So it's Erykah Badu, Mariah Carey in the first three. Janet Jackson, she made it out all right. I mean, her brother died and her family's crazy.
Is she 90s or is she 80s though?
No, she's 90s. She had hits.
She did have hits in the 90s. She's
nice. So Janet Jackson made it all right. Aaliyah died in a plane crash. So we can't say she made it through that. Belle Biv DeVoe have no.
They had poison. And
Brian McKnight.
Yeah.
He made it up until the heart attack.
He had a heart attack?
Yeah, that's how he died.
Brian McKnight's still alive.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Am I thinking of Luther?
Levert?
No, I'm thinking of Luther.
Yeah, Luther Levert. Eddie Levert.
Gerald Levert died.
Oh, Gerald Levert and Eddie Levert died.
But I'm thinking of Luther Vandross died.
Luther Vandross.
You know, Brian McKnight, I apologize.
Yeah.
Because I tried.
I was like, are we in the Bernstein world? The Bernstein world?
I'm sorry, Brian McKnight. I did not mean to
remember,
kill you. I just remember like all the OG handsome dudes from the 90s, like they were just all like not like the sex symbol dudes, but like all just the handsome dudes who made songs for your weddings and stuff. Like
Luther
they were
Vandross
all dying.
Had a heart attack?
Luther Vandross did. Who are you? Gerald Levert? I know Gerald Levert died.
I know Gerald Levert died. I thought Gerald Levert died of a heart attack.
Luther Vandross died of a heart attack. Cause remember the Boondocks episode was about like the giant ass burger.
I just realized that shit. I just realized why they called it a Luther. And niggas kept getting hard. The Boondocks is fucked up for that, dog. That's some fucked up shit.
Let me see. Suffered from diabetes and hypertension. In 2003, suffered a severe stroke and was in a coma for nearly 2 months.
God,
the stroke affected his ability to speak and sing and required him to use a wheelchair.
That's a way to go out. We gotta take black men. We gotta take better care of ourselves.
His last public appearance was on May 6, 2004 on the Oprah Winfrey Show. He died July 1st, 2005, at the age of 54 from a heart attack. So Brian McKnight. So we up to 6. Shy, don't have no idea who that is.
They made that one song.
I don't care. Whitney Houston did not fare well in the 2000s.
No.
The Fugees, they're all over the fucking place. I'm not even gonna say they made it.
This nigga fucking Wyclef talking about being the president of Haiti, like.
Basically, people think
his home, you know, it's bad when his own nigga who was in the group with him came out. Was like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. Still,
and people think he scammed the country. Silk, no. They might not have had a scandal, but they didn't like make it out on top. Color Me Bad, don't know who that is. Shanice, don't know who that is. Lisa Stanfield, don't know who that is. Tony, don't know who that is. Jake, don't know who that is. Keith Sweat.
Tone.
Look, I don't care.
No, Tony didn't make it out, but I'm saying
they don't
count.
Tony
Maybe because I'm the only nigga who listens to fucking
I mean, if I
R&B
hear
like
it, I'll
that.
probably remember. But I'm not like I haven't been active.
Splash Waterfalls is Tony Tone.
I'm still trying to find all the funk.
Feels good. Yeah. Sorry.
I want funk, and I want like the old school soul stuff where it's like every band started with the. So like the Shy Lights, the
Shy
5 Stair
Lights,
Steps, the
fucking
Temptations,
High Tops,
and stuff
the
like that.
OJs.
Like that's the stuff I'm on.
FYI,
I've been on
the
since
best
high school.
funk song is Flashlight.
I'm not even that concerned about 90s R&B until like I get my own crib. When I get my own crib again, then I'll go back to 90s R&B so I can start making babies in my 30s. Aaron Hall, don't know. Johnny Gill, don't know. Jodeci, nope. Brandy and Monica. That's a coin flip on them too. I would say Brandy probably made it. Brandy could be on whatever.
Brandy can do whatever she want to do.
Yeah, Brandy could
when
be
she
on.
Decides to do it.
Yeah, Brandy was like, okay, we dropping an album. People gonna hear it, and then Brandy was like, you know what? I want to be on American Idol.
Fuck it.
Be just fine.
I want to star in Power for 5 episodes and then not give a fuck after that.
So Brandy is 7. I'm gonna say no on Monica because
Monica's still out here touring.
Was she doing something? People were like, what?
Monica was making blazers.
I don't know. So I'm gonna say no on Monica.
That's all I guess.
Jodeci, no. SWV, no.
No.
Oh, Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Even though she did have a really weird, messy divorce or whatever. And
Against, what's that nigga name? Taekwondo?
And the dude was like, oh yeah, I need 100,000, 500 a month, 500,000 a month or some shit.
So
it was a wild
It
number.
fucked me up when a nigga's like, oh, I need money for child support. But he ain't got no kids with Mary J. Blige. He need money for child support for other. Get the fuck. You don't take this little 50 grand. First of all, you shouldn't get none of my money. Second,
it's Kendu Isaacs.
Whatever. Kendo. Karate chop.
It's now legally single. 12 years of marriage.
I think throw away 12 years of marriage. You got me fucked
Was
up.
ordered to pay her stranger $30,000 per month in temporary spousal support when she filed for divorce. Blige claimed that he spent more than $420,000 during their marriage on travel charges that involved a woman he was having an affair with. The singer went on to say she had long been the only breadwinner in the family, and she has burned all other debts, which she claimed total more than $10 million.
She has some debt. I think she has running with the IRS too. Them IRS niggas don't play, dog. They wait till you broke and penniless to come back and be like, "Hey, you owe us a little bit of money."
Blige has been a stepmother to Isaac's children, Brianna, Jordan, and Nas, from a former relationship since they wed in 2003. So he has 3 kids, and she was stepmothering them.
Yeah. Talking about I need child support.
That's just weird. I'm gonna say Mary J. Mary J. can make some. Still got.
She's starting a movie. She got an Oscar nomination and shit.
Montel Jordan.
No.
I'm gonna say no, but he's not bad. He's not in a bad place. He's still all right.
He's not in a bad place.
He's just out. He's just chilling and shit,
Yeah.
getting money off. This is how we do it. That white people are using in insurance commercials. I remember there was like, what's the insurance that's like a red logo? Is that State Farm?
Yeah.
Bro, it was whatever insurance, and they were playing that. It was like a slow motion scene of people dancing.
No, that was
to This Is
H&R
How
Block.
We Do It.
That was H&R Block.
Whatever shit that
it was.
was
Tax season and shit.
It was just like just slow
that
motion.
one black guy, he was like,
I was like, Montel's getting them checks
that song hard though.
Bro, I was doing a rotation where I was at a Walgreens in the Med Center, and it was like, it wasn't like in the area. It was like smack dab on Fannin. Not even a corner. It was like on the street in the middle of it, and one of the towers. So like when people would discharge from the hospital to like get their take home prescriptions, they could just send it to their Walgreens and either walk over to pick it up, be wheelchaired over to pick it up because there's like a skywalk.
Yeah.
Or like one of the techs would just walk it to their room, like fill it and then just bring it to their room. And so like that was like the traffic, and they had a TV on the wall where they would just play like the Food Network, and like for that the rotation I did, I was just doing like MTM was basically like trying to make sure people are taking like the appropriate medicines, but like the pharmacist had to make an appointment with the patient. And they would have to come in and go through them and talk to them about it. Like it's a specific appointment. So the one I was at, he was like the coordinator for the whole city of Houston. So I was trying to make appointments for like all the other pharmacies, and that was the only thing I would do. I didn't touch any medicine at all. I would just do that. So I would just bullshit through the day.
Yeah.
And then I would just stand like, but I couldn't sit down. He wouldn't let me sit down. So I would just stand there and watch the TV all day, and then like bullshit on the computer. And then like I would just like if I didn't feel like standing for a while, I would just walk outside, act like go to the bathroom, just like sit down and just like watch Frasier on my phone. Or I would just like go to my car for like a whole 40 minutes and like watch 2 episodes of Frasier and come back. I didn't do shit there. I basically accomplished nothing. And then it was like the end of the year, because it was in like December, and it was only for 2 weeks. So it's like, trying to hurry up and get people to do appointments before the insurance changes.
Yeah.
It didn't accomplish anything.
No.
So I would just watch the Food Network all day, and that commercial came on all the time. So I just watched that commercial over and over.
This is how we do it.
Blackstreet, we're up to 7 now.
No.
112, no. In Vogue, no. Sade, yeah. So we're up to 8.
Yeah.
Drew Hill, no. If you want to know where I'm laughing, if you want to know where I'm laughing, you gotta look at our episode.
It was like
that's probably like
second episode.
That's probably like 7. The Drew Hill D reunion.
Yeah, D reunion. How you get on the radio and be like, I wish y'all niggas the best of luck, but I'm not gonna be able to join the group. What the fuck you could have told us this shit in the car.
No, Cisco, you could have told us this yesterday. That's a definitely no.
Cisco should stay relevant. He fucked up. He was hands down the most known member of the group, and he just let himself fall the fuck off.
The problem was he was too progressive, and then everybody stole his style like 15 years later.
Yeah, basically.
Well, no, let's say 10 years later. No. Cisco was late 2000s. So let's say like early 2000s.
Yeah, I think he was
so when did we go? When did we finish elementary school? Like 02? No. Elementary school was...
We finished high school in...
No, elementary
high school in 05. 3 years, so...
Because I moved here in 2001. So Cisco's height was probably...
Yeah, it was
Enter the Dragon. That was like 99, maybe.
His solo joint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Enter the Dragon was hot.
He let himself fall off.
He was too progressive. Because then everybody in like 2010 and 2011 started fucking bleaching their hair and wearing leather jeans and jackets and vests and shit.
Saying high and falsetto and shit.
And it's like, so y'all are just Cisco.
You know why Cisco the nigga? Because he had a scene in Thong. First of all, the Thong song repeats itself. I don't know if you knew this.
Yeah. It's the same song twice. That's why I loved it. It was so simple to learn and just to be able to sing in class.
You know what's funny? That other song, that anime, the song by the dude anime, that Caroline, don't you see that?
I don't listen to him.
Well, that song, if you ever hear that song is the same thing. It repeats itself.
Cisco had an album in 2015 called Last Dragon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I might have to look that up on iTunes.
I'm definitely going to download this.
No, but this nigga was all about the...
Look, where my pen so I can write down all the shit I need to tell.
Tell me what you want.
God damn it. Of course my pen breaks.
Bro, you know why Cisco is that nigga? He had a song about being cheated on and then turned the remix into a bop. Like, niggas was singing about being cheated on in the club and shit, all happy as fuck. Niggas was dancing and shit to a song about being heartbroken. Well, Jermaine Dupri turned that shit into a bop.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri, unsung hero of the early 2000s.
Bro, turning traumatic experiences into bops and shit. Somebody sleeping in my bed. Sleeping in my bed, messing with
Let's
my
see.
head.
Let's see
Niggas
what
is like,
Return of the
it's my
Dragon
shit.
did.
And he gonna put the brat on it.
Metacritic 61.
That's not bad.
Uh,
I looked up that Aaliyah line. It definitely, he just said love, but he didn't really it didn't give no context to what he meant about it.
he only had 2 singles. Can I live? Can I live? Can I breathe?
Can I go?
Peaked at number 7. I don't think it did like any charting. Where's the I hate when they don't. You gotta look up discography. That's why.
It's hard. I just realized it's hard for male R&B artists to
So
go solo.
Unleashed. Oh, Return of the Dragon is platinum.
I figured
So
that.
he had a platinum album in 01 and 20. When did people start bleaching their hair and shit? Dyeing and bleaching their hair. That was what?
Like 09
It started.
to like
No, it started with
13.
the Wiz Khalifa patch.
Yeah, it started with the
So
patch.
let's say that's 2011. So it started.
That's definitely not
so it's
2011. That's like 2010, 29, 09, 2010.
let's see.
No, it's when he came out with Black and Yellow.
So that's
That was like 20. That was right after Cushion Orange Juice. So that's probably like 2011. I know
Yeah.
Cushion Orange Juice was 2010 because I went to the concert in 2010.
yeah.
And he dropped Black and Yellow like later that year.
Discography.
I forgot about the Wiz Khalifa patch.
I hated that.
That shit was stupid too.
Shit was a just big yellow chunk of your hair.
And like if you didn't do it right, it should look just ugly.
Where's this collab mixtapes? Cushion Orange Juice. Yeah, this nigga got 8 million mixtapes too. Cushion Orange Juice was 2010.
Yeah. And Black and Yellow, whenever Black and Yellow dropped.
So let's say 2010.
2010, 2011.
So let's say the full hair bleaching started
I was
the
like
year after that.
2012.
So
to
20.
like 20
So 10
15.
years after Cisco's platinum album,
with the platinum hair and shit.
everybody stole his swag.
Basically. Niggas started wearing leather pants. Again.
Heavily, that was the thing.
Remember Kanye was walking around with
So
the
what, it's
leather-
only 8?
leather kilt on.
So it's only what, like 8 people, and then Toni Braxton. I'm gonna say no because she
No.
married Birdman. That's
She married Birdman. And
that's
she
rock
broke.
bottom.
She broke. If you got multiple hits and you ain't got no money, you
So there's Destiny's Child,
Usher.
Mary J. Blige. I already forgot. Mariah Carey, Erykah Badu,
Sade.
Janet Jackson, Sade. Who was one of the first 3?
What you mean?
It was 3 before. The first 3 were Destiny's Child, Usher, and somebody else.
Destiny Child, Usher, and Brian McKnight.
Oh, Brian McKnight. That's who he is.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy Brian. I'll probably have a Brian McKnight song on my way. It'll just be Sade and Brian McKnight and Michael Jackson and Beyonce.
Yes, yeah, you got to be singing that one Brian McKnight song. That one
All right.
amazing song.
Yeah, this all started from the R. Kelly conversation. Yeah, then R. Kelly was wilding.
Bro, wildin', bro.
And then like the last 2 minutes is just him being angry at people.
I'm mad at my brothers. Who, bro? The funniest part was he's like, I'm calling on my hood to come stand by me. I just imagine a bunch of people walking.
Like he's just walking down in the middle of the street, and people just like walk out the house and start walking with him,
like a Nike commercial.
No,
or some
like
shit.
a Nike commercial or Forrest Gump.
Just people start walking down, and they like
like the LeBron James Miami. He's like, oh, I'm going out and ride my bike. And people like, oh, LeBron James ride this bike. Let's get our bike.
let's
Oh,
get
LeBron
out,
James
bro.
is running
That's
down.
gonna be R. Kelly, but
And then look, he goes to the beach and there's like 8 million people. He's like,
oh my god,
he's
dog.
like, then it turns into Kramer swimming through like the Hudson River. He's like, oh yeah, I used to swim by myself, and now all these people showed up, and I can't swim anymore. They get in the damn way,
bro. That's gonna be R. Kelly. It's gonna be some kids standing next to R. Kelly, looking up at him as they walk down the street of Southside Chicago, going no fucking where.
Oh, the Drew Hill episode is called Drew Hill Re-Breakup.
Re-breakup.
Episode 6, Drew
You
Hill
should change it
Re-Breakup.
to Drew Hill D reunion. That sounds like a better title, honestly.
I don't know why. I remember writing it down. I don't know why I changed it. I think I just wrote that down from my notes. Yeah, this nigga R. Kelly wilded.
The D reunion of Drew.
It's called this dude didn't learn anything. He's just he just blames everybody else.
The nigga said, I'm broke. That's why I got to constantly tour. Spotify took me off their playlist.
Oh, yeah.
First off, old people don't use Spotify, so like niggas who listen to your music probably don't fuck with Spotify. Like
It's like 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Like it's aunties, dog. They definitely
And people
have no
who
idea.
remember feeling on your booty.
They still
we were reciting feeling on your booty in like the 3rd grade on the bus.
didn't understand what none of it meant. Just
No,
knew
I
the shit was a
understood
pop.
feeling on booty. That's what I understood.
I didn't. I mean,
by
I'm
that
still
by that
innocent.
time, I was definitely in the big butts. So feeling on your booty made absolute. The idea of feeling on a girl's booty made absolute sense to me, and nothing else did. Nothing else to talk about, did.
Bro, it's so bad because R. Kelly has the hits.
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
gonna take away his nigga's talent. He can make a fucking song.
No.
And like you said, he writes all them songs. I'm not gonna take away his talent.
The problem is
But
he's
you
a
a
problematic
scumbag.
person.
Yeah, you a scumbag.
He definitely has scumbag songs.
Bro, he has some scumbag songs, but it would be less scumbaggy if you wasn't
If he wasn't just
a
human
fucking flat out scumbag and a pedophile. You're never gonna be able to live down that tape with that 15-year-old dog. I don't give a fuck she lied to you at all. Like, stop putting your. That's another thing. Stop putting your dick in everything. You don't have to fuck every girl that you meet, nigga.
Yeah, that's a problem. That brings me to another thing. The whole Charlemagne thing.
Oh my god.
Not only do I not, honestly, I don't give a fuck about Charlemagne because he's just a piece of shit person.
Like he
I didn't
has
think-
his redemption qualities, and you just it's like shit like
Yeah,
this.
It's like
just
sometimes he'll say something, and be like, you know, what, he's so right, he's so correct, and then this shit, it wasn't the thing about him and his wife because she was like, oh yeah, we were both drunk and we wanted to have sex. It's like, okay, he was like, he was having a moment of reflection. It's like, did I rape her? Like, and she's like, no, you didn't. It's like, okay, let that fly. I was like, okay, well, she said that. It's like, okay, I'm just whatever about it. It's past. He's just a person I dislike because he's an asshole. And then it's like, going back, it's like, oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I was a teenager, I put Spanish fly in the girl's drink. It was like, god damn it.
Like, how does this man keep getting deal? Like he just constantly does not, like, he keeps it real to the point where he just doesn't know. I feel like at some point keeping it real is gonna fuck your career up because you niggas is not gonna fuck with a nigga who's.
I don't think it's gonna mess up his career because that's part of his brand is being the asshole,
Yeah,
but
it's
also being
real,
intelligent. But
yeah.
it's like, yeah, you raped her. You did
You
it.
definitely did.
You did it. You're now in that group
Of
with,
niggas.
with fucking Harvey Weinstein and fucking Louis C.K. and fucking
I
Bill
ain't never sharing my
Cosby and
past,
R.
nigga.
Kelly
If
and
we
shit.
ever make it, nigga, I ain't. niggas gonna think I popped out of the ground at whatever age I was, cause I'm not sharing my skeletons. Y'all be like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna talk about how the time I technically raped my wife, and I'm. Damn, you did that? I've never had sex. That's gonna be. So, what was your first time?
I can't be
first time.
fake.
I'm still a virgin.
Just honestly, I'm pretty much all of us didn't even understand consent until like 3
Yeah.
years ago.
I think about some of the shit I did, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh no, I was a terrible person before fucking
Terrible
20.
person.
I was a terrible person before 2014.
Bro.
2014 was like the first year of
I'm not gonna lie.
me having some some actual sense. Like I thought I had some kind of sense. No. I was the monster that had on makeup in the mirror, and I was like, oh yeah, I look good. Terrible shit.
I didn't really become a better person. I still slip and fall every once in a while.
I had to just flat out apologize to people and shit.
Yeah, I did that. I was just like my fault.
2016, I was like, you know what? I was a whole piece of shit
Because-
and didn't think I was a piece of shit. So I didn't even understand how much of a piece of shit I've been.
It's because when you're a man, right? Especially especially dealing with women and shit, you don't really have like you don't have prolonged. In my opinion, I may be wrong. I'm always almost always am, but you never really have like that prolonged interaction with women like that. So it's just like if you kicking it with a bunch of niggas,
not even that. It's just that we weren't taught like how to understand consent and how to take
damn, it's July 29th.
How to take no for an answer and stuff like that. So taking no was like, like the toxic masculinity. It's like, no means you need to
try harder.
Yeah, try harder and not give up.
Yeah.
And so a lot of us didn't actually didn't actually understand the true meaning of consent.
That's what I say. Until I joined Tumblr, I never really understood the plight of women. It was just your homeboys and these hoes. And then when you join Tumblr and you actually interact with women and you see that like they're fucking people. Like
not even that. Like understand, it's like they're horror stories where it's like
you feel bad.
You think you didn't go too far, and then you read what they actually think, and you actually like hear their whole side. It's like Jesus, like what the fuck was I doing?
Yeah.
So it's up to us, the adults, to teach kids things.
So they need to chill the fuck out.
Understanding your emotions, being mature enough to deal with them, understanding consent, being able to say, "Hey, she says no. No doesn't mean try harder, keep at it, don't give up." Sometimes no just means she's not into you. So
you just stop wasting energy. That's what I tell kids all the time now.
Yeah,
just like
leave her alone.
If she tells you no, nigga, just like you don't like. And that's the other thing.
There's no hard to get. If she tells you no, just take it. If she was telling you no because she wanted you to keep trying, then maybe she also needs to make better decisions. So both of y'all need to grow up. Yeah. You need to take no for the answer.
Yeah.
And accept it. If somebody was like, nah, not really, or I don't know, it's like, okay, well,
just leave
you just gotta take it.
Yeah,
if they actually want to be around you, then they're gonna make the effort. None of this boys will be boys bullshit.
Yeah, friends with benefits don't. Yeah. And here's another thing: you don't have to be friends with Shorty. If you express interest in her and she denies you, that don't mean the next best thing is I should be friends and
try to get in.
No, just leave her the fuck alone. Yeah, just go on with your life, bro. Trust me.
You don't have to. You
don't have to be friends with nobody.
You be like, hey, what's good?
You don't have to be a dick, but you don't have to. You don't have to
fall into the extremes. You could. There's always a gray area. There's always a gray area.
It's okay being acquaintances, dog. A lot of niggas tell you it's not, but it is.
Yeah.
And leave your ex alone. Stop texting that bitch.
Leave them the fuck alone. Pusha T got married, and I'm happy for him.
Wale got married.
Wale got married?
I think he has a fiance.
Or
a wife.
Wale, fiance? I don't think so. I'm not seeing. I only see Wale. No, Wale's not getting married. Wale doesn't have a fiance.
I thought his wife,
You're wrong.
I thought he had a wife.
No.
Maybe I was thinking of Pusha T.
No, Pusha T got married. He married a black woman, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, appreciate black men marrying black women.
Oh, his baby. He had a baby with his longtime girlfriend.
Yeah, but that's from 26. We already know about the baby. Baby Z. So, I mean, she's on the song. Smile. That song is so dope. It's the best song on that album. And the rest of the album is not good.
What happened to Wale?
Well, he made the album About Nothing, which was great.
Amazing. Girls on Drugs and that one time.
And then he made Shine. In his words, basically he wanted to make the album that he could perform. He could get the most out of it by performing live.
Yeah.
And so that's why that's how he made Shine. It's like he can perform more of it versus his other albums where maybe he had like specific songs he could perform. So that was his. As far as I remember, that was like his reasoning for making Shine like that. The thing is, I don't like it because there's too many other people on it So a lot of it feels like he's making their kind of song. Like he made like one song, it sounded like he just rapping like Migos. He made Fish Grease, just sounds like a Travis Scott song. It doesn't sound like anything Wale makes. He made fucking Running Back. That song's just not good.
That's just no, it's not.
It's
good.
really annoying.
They came out Running Back, bro.
He made what was that? CC White. Once you understand the lyrics, it's like okay, it's cool, but it's not something I like listening to.
Wale.
I don't like the album. I only like the first song and the last song. Honestly,
I ain't even heard it. He to me, Wale's biggest problem is he tries. His voice is very DC-ish, but he doesn't want to be a DC rapper. So the beats he should be rapping on, he doesn't rap on, and the beats that he does rap on just doesn't fit how he flows.
To me, it's like he has to. I don't know about that, but
like nothing he raps on sounds good to me until he doesn't like on a go-go beat.
Nah, that's putting him in a box. To me, it's just that he has to pick.
Some rappers are in the box.
To me, it's just that he has to pick. He has to pick songs where he can just rap on it. Like whenever he just raps, like it's just like he can spit with it. Like he can go with the best of them.
Yeah.
Like he was my favorite rapper. One of my favorite rappers through high school and college. But he was just spitting. Then it was like, okay, now you're trying to make hits.
Yeah.
But they don't always go because
land.
that's not what you've been trying to do.
No.
That's not what you've been doing. Like that's why all the people I know that liked Wale before More About Nothing was like his turning point, right?
Yeah.
All the people I knew that listened to Wale before that came out love like the mixtape About Nothing and Back to the Feature. Back to the Feature is like all he did was just rap. He wasn't trying to make hits and shit. He was just like, okay, this is a hot beat, rap on it. Whatever the shit was. He was making songs with Black Thought and fucking Sky Zoo and Big Sean and Currency. That was like one of his best mixtapes of just rapping.
Yeah.
So like then More About Nothing, it's like, okay, now you commercial, and it's like, okay, he's like the best verse on No Hands. Yeah, he's clearly the best rapper on No Hands.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But then it's like trying to capture that lightning in the bottle.
Roscoe Dash was on No Hands.
It's like trying to capture that lightning in the bottle, and it doesn't always hit. And like I think his best album in between was what I think. I want to say Ambition was his best selling album. Let me see.
It wasn't more of the album About Nothing?
I think Album About Nothing only went gold.
I just want to tell y'all that I got y'all the Album About Nothing because I tweeted it Wale nonstop about making another More About Nothing mixtape. So you're welcome. No. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just going to take credit for it.
He wanted to work with Seinfeld again. So his best two albums have been, and his highest grossing album have been Ambition and The Gifted. Album About Nothing is not gold.
Basically the 1-2 albums coming off of More About Nothing.
Yeah, so Ambition was like right after More About Nothing. That's gold, and then The Gifted was 2 years. Is like the follow up.
Yeah,
and they're both good. And it's like the album, and honestly, the Album About Nothing is the best one out of the three of those.
Yeah,
but he doesn't have the
push,
the love and the push. That's another thing. He never gotten the push for it.
Not even from like MMG.
Nah, MMG. I don't think that was a good move.
No, it was not. I think Rick Ross was just acquiring a bunch of he was fucking Disney acquiring a bunch of rappers, up and coming rappers.
Yeah,
nigga acquired. It's like he purchased.
He was just like
he had just started MMG. He was trying to get that shit going. He got Meek Mill, which was a good move. Wale was hot at the time.
I think Wale wasn't the good move because Wale is like the odd man out.
Yeah,
because he just doesn't fit with like
the whole drug dealer,
like the hood grimy kind of like. Meek Mill feels right in MMG, just hard ass beats, and it just go off it. Just
Ace Hood,
angry shit. Ace Hood fit, but Ace Hood didn't get no push.
Nah,
I don't think Wale fit. Wale should have been on like good music.
Definitely Wale should have been on good music.
If he was on good music, he would have. Or he
should have signed to Jet Life. He could have signed to Jet Life. He could have went with Wisdom. Like all those. Here's my thing. A lot of rappers want to be mainstream or like Superman. They want to be where Drake is.
Yeah,
but they need to take a step back and realize they're not where their circumstances, their predicaments. Drake is like a perfect storm. He's let's be honest, racially ambiguous. He makes songs for women, like songy songs and shit.
Like Insecure said, make songs for college girls.
Yeah, he has a rapport with the young girls. Niggas who are misogynistic love him.
And also, he was on television.
Yeah, he's on television, so he's already a face that you know of. You know what I'm saying? Drake's success,
and then he was with the hottest rapper of the time.
Yeah, so Drake's success is an anomaly of all kinds, of all sorts of shit. Like Drake. I'm not gonna put Drake in the same.
It was the thing is like he came out with a lot of people, so a lot of people are kind of like measured against him. But Drake isn't a rapper purist. He's not an MC. He's just a rapper. He's a performer.
He's an entertainer.
Like a lot of people are like true artists. Like they're not just reading off their iPhones and shit. It's like they're crafted like.
I love how he went from.
I don't even know how
niggas don't even write bars down no more. They just go in the booth and go off the top and they make a good song. I got my iPhone right here.
Well, I mean, people still wrote like that was Lil.
No, there was one point in time where Lil Wayne had niggas not going in the booth writing.
That was because Jay-Z was like, oh yeah, I don't write rhymes anymore. I just go off the top. And it's like, okay, Lil Wayne's favorite rapper is Jay-Z, so of course he's gonna emulate Jay-Z. That's why he made the mixtape where he was just like, this is my rhyme book. I'm just gonna spit all this shit, tear it out, and throw it away, and I'm never gonna write again. And it's like, okay, it went from Jay-Z's the greatest rapper.
That?
It was the one before. I think it was the one before the Carter 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go see that.
And there was like in the mixtape, you can hear him ripping out pages.
Oh, I remember that mixtape.
Yeah, you can hear him ripping out pages. So there's that. It's like, okay, Jay-Z's greatest rapper alive retires. Lil Wayne's the best rapper out, pretty much undisputedly.
Yeah.
So let's just try to do that. So everybody's like, oh, I'm going off the dome, and it's like then it became, oh, we have these smartphones where you can have a memo, you can just type into it really fast.
Look, we're going off the dome. I'm not that good. Drake comes out and like, yeah, I don't do that. It's just read off.
But it's like instead of actually writing it on a pen and pad,
you can just type it.
You just type it onto your phone. So
greatest invention ever.
Now I'm reading rhymes off my phone, and then now
greatest invention ever.
No, but then everybody tried to do that, and some people just can't do that.
Realize they can't see the fucking print. Hold on, producer. It's for the money,
or like you losing your place, and then there's Chance the Rapper on. He was on a Rhapsody song. What was it? Can't remember what song it was. He was on a Rhapsody song, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, you can hear that song because that's my iPhone going off." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh man.
But then here's my beef with Drake. Other than the culture votes for shit, which I'm not letting go. Have you ever heard him truly? Have you ever heard him truly freestyle?
Are we talking about off the dome freestyle or just freestyle period?
No.
Well, wait.
That's why I can't. That's why I don't respect him as a true MC.
I'm not gonna say he hasn't, because I don't know. You gotta go back years, but
no, you gotta look up
this
the
is what
video.
Quentin Miller says. Quentin Miller said that when they had the whole accusations and shit, when he was trying to defend Drake, he said that shit. He helped him out, but that I don't know if you heard Madonna. I don't know if you remember Madonna. That one song.
Why are you talking about Quentin Miller? What is Quentin Miller?
But this is what I'm gonna say. He said he saw Drake spark up, go into the booth and just rip out Madonna.
Honestly, I don't like Madonna.
I love that song.
I honestly don't think he says anything in it.
Shit.
No, I'm talking about like Sway in the Morning, and they put on beats and he spits to it. Not specifically Sway, but that's kind of like.
But are we saying off the dome? Because not every
I'm saying like
come with
I can't
but
say
saying,
you can't.
Smell good.
I think that's my cousin. You can't tell me he's a top MC if he can't even freestyle. That's my thing. Like you can be like Too Short. Like Too Short says Too Short says he can't freestyle, but he can make a good song. Okay, that's fine. You're a great artist, but you're not gonna tell me Too Short is over Pusha T or Lupe
no.
what like
No.
my measuring stick is I can look up you on whatever radio show and you just freestyle that shit. You just spit. To me, freestyle is they just hand you a beat and you can go. That's why I got into like Vic Mensa and Chance the Rapper and like younger people. It's like you see them freestyle and they just come up with some good shit. Even Schoolboy Q, he did the 5 Fingers of Death. It was just killed that shit. Like that's post 2009. That's my barometer for if that person's worth listening to. If they could just be on a radio show, all right, we're gonna throw on a beat and they do some good shit to it. That's it. Motherfucking.
Are we talking about freestyles that are pre-written freestyles, or are we just talking about?
No, like
off the top, just coming
off the top.
Okay. See, I don't know. Let's look it up. That's a good question. That is a good question. Has Drake ever freestyled off the dome? I'm pretty sure he has.
Like Mickey,
I'm not a Drake hater.
Like Mickey Fax. It was I want to say it was a complex freestyle. It's Mickey Fax, Big Sean, and Corey Guns, and they all killed it. I used to have that hoe on my iPod. Even Shy High. You hate Shy High. That nigga, he can really rap. That nigga's legitimate.
That is not off the dome freestyle.
Yeah, it was.
That. No, I'm talking about they had that Drake.
To me, a freestyle is off the top.
They had that new Drake freestyle he put on for that little.
That's
BBC
written.
Shit. That's written. Yeah,
that's written.
And somebody put off the top of the dome for that shit. That's like
absolutely not off the top.
You can be biggest Madonna is getting the nope. That's one. That one's pre-written.
So shit, Jay Electronica stuff off the top. Like you got to be on a radio show and you don't even know what's the beat they're gonna play.
I mean, Jay Electronica, he's God MC.
I mean, he's probably.
There's a lot of stuff. Y'all need to get something niggas they respect. Top 3 best rappers ever come from the fucking South. Yeah. Andre 3 Stacks, Jay Electronica, and Lil Wayne.
And 2 of them from New Orleans.
And 2 of them from fucking New Orleans. And Pimp C. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Pimp C is the most. Pimp C is an amazing rapper.
And Scarface.
And Scarface.
Scarface from Houston.
Fuck out of here. But everybody want to talk about niggas from the East Coast. Oh, East Coast niggas this, East Coast niggas that. No, your best East Coast nigga out right now is Tekashi 6ix9ine. Shut the fuck up. Nigga admitted that he don't give a fuck about going to the booth and rapping. That's Drake. You know there's a heart on your sweater? Just know it ain't no love, nigga. That's Drake freestyle. Stop his tongue. Drake's terrible. Drake take a lot of L's and somehow always stands on top, dog. It's
because he's not trying to. His pedestal is like so many different things that if you take away or rap from him, he's not losing. Right. Like
he's funny too. I'm not gonna lie. Drake is probably has.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Hilarious actor.
No, those SNL skits where like everybody was just disrespect him. He just makes like a angry song about like fuck you, Rick. Like that shit was hilarious.
666. That nigga's funny as shit.
Especially making fun of himself. Like he should do that more often.
Did you see that Shiggy video?
No, I refuse to.
Look, it was not the dance. It was one where, like, you know, there's a rumor going around saying Drake paid Shiggy $250,000. And so Shiggy sees Drake and he's like, "Hey man, the internet's telling me you paid me $250,000. Where that check at?" And Drake goes, "See what happened was, dog. I see that video and roll every time I see that shit."
He did a video. That might have been Saturday Night Live. Where he did a video with like Will Ferrell, and they were doing like they were supposed to be coaches, but all they was teaching the kids were like dapper routines, and then at the end they like disappear. It's like that's the best one, bro. That shit was funny.
That shit said we're gonna come with the prom pose. The niggas put your hand on the hip, just nice and sturge. That nigga kept calling tomorrows and all this other shit.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh shit.
He did a skit with some dudes that were in Toronto, but I never remember what it took. It's like something Toronto trap house, some shit.
That's it's the dudes who make For Y'all Entertainment. It's
For Y'all, that's what it is.
It's what's it called? It's called Goon Squad DVDs. I watched it a lot. He said it's look, the real teens around, the boys, Blaze. We never got through R. Kelly.
No, we said he's
definitely moving on.
We said he's a piece of shit and fuck him. Oh, here's one of the most profound things I've heard, and I just can't let it go.
Let me just pop my shoulder.
So I was listening to the Rewatchables podcast, and they were doing Mission Impossible.
Okay.
So Jason Concepcion from The Ringer, he does The Ringer Desktop. He just makes fun of people, basically. He said that Tom Cruise is the American Jackie Chan, and I can't let it go because he's so right. Okay. Tom Cruise is the American Jackie Chan. What does Tom Cruise do for Mission Impossible movies? He will actually go do the stunt.
He does stunts for all his movies.
He did, what was that, MI2? This nigga was riding a motorcycle at high speeds through Europe for like 3 months. He was just riding a motorcycle for like almost exclusively for 3 months. Fucking the building shit, he was actually hanging off a fucking building. The fucking plane shit was
you really hanging on the plane? Or was that CGI?
I don't think he was hanging on the plane, but I think he had like broke his leg doing the stunt.
I know he broke his leg during...
Like he got hurt doing that stunt.
He broke his leg a lot. I know he broke his ankle during Jack Reacher.
Yeah, got hurt doing Jack Reacher because he no stunt double. He's just doing this shit. He learned to fly a helicopter for the new movie.
Really?
Yeah. He's the American Jackie Chan.
What are you running from, Tom? What's going on, Tom?
No, so this is what they were saying. So he did all his other movies like A Few Good Men and Jerry Maguire and shit. Then he does Mission Impossible. The movie's super hot, right?
Yeah.
He tries to do other movies and stuff, but they never get him all the way there.
Okay.
So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do another Mission Impossible. Movie's hot. Tries to do something else.
Never gets him there.
Never gets there. He's like, fuck it, I gotta do Mission Impossible 3. So basically, he realized that he has to be, not only does he have to be an action star, he has to do it in this method. He has to like put his body on the line to sell the shit. Like, I guess because you can only, like with a stuntman, you gotta do, when you do a stuntman. Well, I'm talking to Mike. With the stuntman, like you have to do like
too comfortable.
You have to do the cut. You have to do like the cutaways.
Yeah, it's camera tricks. You can't have them so they don't see their face. And
yeah,
shit.
you can't do like the facial expressions and
but
stuff.
When you got
and they kind of like it doesn't always take away from it, but like people who like the casual person might not catch it, but like the people who are like really into movies, they'll be like, okay, that's
the
stuff.
Niggas you want seen the movie 3,000 and 4,000 times. Who
like it kind of diminishes it a little bit.
I heard this new Mission Impossible was good, so I'm trying to go see that bitch.
I might go see it later.
I want to get paid. I'm gonna go see that bitch when I get paid.
I just got it's funny. Side note, I finally got Movie Pass yesterday.
Yeah. And
then like 30 minutes later, somebody posted an article on Facebook. It was like Movie Pass goes bankrupt.
They went bankrupt. And that shit was hilarious,
and
dog.
It was like, and all the comments was like, oh yeah, I canceled that shit. Oh yeah, I canceled it. I was like, what the fuck? I just now paid for this whole.
That shit went bankrupt. They had to secure loans. They had to secure funding.
They drew like $5 million, and then they were like, they were doing shady shit. Like the app wouldn't work, or they were like, if a movie was popular, they would do like a surcharge that you had to pay on top of paying the $10 a month. I'm like, come on, man! I just finally got this hoe, so I can use it.
You gotta think about this shit. Movie tickets alone cost $10.
This is like $8 to $10.
$8 to $10.
Let's say 8 to 12, because sometimes it's like 12.
Yeah, depending
like
on where you go.
A good theater seat.
And these motherfuckers only charge you $10 a month, so they lose. That's not a good business plan. You're not making any money in the long run. You're definitely losing out on money, dog.
Well, it would be like the Netflix idea for the theaters, where it's like you get the subscription and everybody gets the subscription. Instead of paying $10 per movie, they just pay you $10 a month, and you just keep getting it. But no, it was that they weren't making enough to pay for the bill, like the rights and stuff that they had to pay and shit.
Yeah,
so they were trying to like figure out ways to make up that money. which is so annoying because it was literally 30 minutes after I signed up and paid for that hoe.
I mean, it's back on now, but like, but still, that's not a good business.
Yeah, that's
plan.
not a good
you
look.
Think about all the license and shit you got to pay for, and you only get $10 from a select group of people. It's not like Netflix, which is, I mean, eventually it's gonna be fucking everywhere, and they probably gonna go up on the prices like Amazon Prime and Netflix do, and just to get that extra gap, just get that extra cushion and shit. But right now, in the short term, right now, it doesn't seem because maybe how many people have it? Probably 1 million,
I don't know,
if that.
But that shit was messed up. So yeah, Tom Cruise is Jackie Chan. Like, Jackie Chan does all his own. This nigga Jackie Chan has nearly died. Like, 18. Jackie Chan nearly died for one scene in a movie, and he did that whole 4 times.
Bro, I remember you was telling the story about a cameraman who he was doing a stunt, right? And I think he had to climb up some shit, right? And so the cameraman would come underneath him and film, right? And so he falls. He said he fell on his head. So he falls, right? And he's trying to grab, I think he's on a tree or something. He's trying to grab branches or like a wall or something like that. He said all the cameraman has to do is put the camera down and push him as he's coming down. He'll be able to grab something. The nigga says he picks up the camera and runs. I was like, that's some fucking shit.
No, the one I'm talking about was a scene in a movie where he falls. He falls out of a window on like the 4th story of a building. He does like the movie shit where he falls through balconies and lands on the ground. This nigga landed on his face and like broke his neck, and he was like, "Oh no, that didn't look right. We gotta do it 3 more times." It took him like 2 weeks to film it. He did it over 3 times
and broke his neck.
Like, bro, he fell from 4 stories 3 times. No blob, no blimp to fall on, no pool. He just lands on the ground. That's just like a naked stunt.
Bro, all his people do that shit too.
And then like all
the
them
stunt people the same way, bro.
Or he just fall. Like, at least with the stunt dudes, it's like they'll fall. It's like the car crashes. You can't like you just gotta like beef up the car so he doesn't die.
Yeah. Or
like they gotta land from like 12 feet up. This nigga fell 4 stories through some fucking balcony, not even through some window shade covers. It just hits the ground.
Bro, his whole stunt team like that. All them niggas, his whole stunt team just is ruthless. I mean, shit. Like, he gonna pay for. I guess he not, because this nigga's still doing his own stunts at 60 plus years old. So
I think he's doing less of it.
I don't know. Here's
a video.
Oh, if they got an Equalizer Foreigner crossover, that'd be dope.
Jackie Chan, he has like whole YouTube videos of like his worst stunts and shit. Like, what's that, Super Cop? I think it was like Super Cop 3. This nigga jumps on like he jumps to like a rope that has like a bunch of lights on it in a mall, and he's like, as he slides down the rope, he's like breaking off the lights, and they're just burning his hands and shit.
It's kind of funny. He gets his end. He's just like, oh, after each take, he's just like, oh,
he's just like, fuck.
He just hurts. He's just fucking hurt. Oh man.
Hold on, I'm gonna find this. Oh, here it is. So he's hanging from like a clock. Oh, I'm just gonna. Is this? Can you see it?
Yeah.
He's hanging from like a clock. The clock just above the ground. Look how high he is, and he just falls through that hole. Look at that shit. Just free falls through it, and it just lands on his head.
Fucking head.
He had to do that like 3 times.
There's another take right there. Look at him, just getting up in sheer pain.
This sheer pain, and still trying to do this thing. Dog.
He's just like, oh. So, and niggas just like, Jackie, I'll just leave him there. I'm not helping you up. You do this shit to yourself.
Oh,
you're gonna put it back down easily.
Here's the Super Cop one.
Oh, I remember that scene.
It should just burn, and
it just falls through.
It just falls through a glass roof. He slides down a pole with like lights on it, burn him from like from like the fifth.
Oh, he gets up.
No, he got it from all his stunts. From like the 5th floor, he falls through a glass. He falls through a glass ceiling, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm good now. I'm straight." This nigga jumping out of buildings and shit.
Nigga got Jackie Chan got.
Dog, this dude jumped off a temple, and then just falls down a hill. Just goes down the hill. They gotta take him away on stretchers and shit. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta finish this movie though. I'm not saying that Tom Cruise is to the level of Jackie Chan, but
he's definitely to the level.
He's not the level of Jackie Chan, but he's America's Jackie Chan. He's like, fuck it, I gotta do this, or this movie's not gonna be that good.
Tom, what's going on, Tom? Talk to us. Come up to the Spacey Brothers podcast, and let's just get to the bottom while you have a death wish.
He's just like, I don't want to be Liam. He's like, I don't want to be
Liam Neeson.
I don't want to be Liam Neeson, where it's like 40 cuts in one fight scene.
Can you imagine a nigga being like, yeah, I just don't want to be Liam Neeson. That's what everybody's go. Really, 40 cuts in one fight scene. Liam Neeson, he's making himself look like he's so tough and shit. But Liam Neeson made it look like he'll chug a bear out. That's funny. Makes me wilding.
But yeah, that was such a profound statement. It's like he's America's Jackie Chan. Like, this dude he just can't not personally do the stunts. He has to, like, there's like Robert De Niro, the method actor, where he's like, he never breaks character. He's like if the dude smokes, he's smoking.
Yeah,
if the dude drinks all the time, he's drinking. If the dude only plays tennis by himself and
he's
hates
only out there playing tennis by himself.
Look, if he only plays tennis by himself, he only drinks a specific whiskey, and he writes down everything with only a fountain pen with a feather. That's what Robert De Niro's gonna do. There's that, and then there's like, oh, I have to Jason Bourne ride a motorcycle through Paris, and
shirtless.
I gotta ride a motorcycle through midwinter Moscow in a blizzard. Well, I'm just gonna live in Moscow for 3 months, only wear tank tops and ride a motorcycle through blizzards.
And Adidas shorts.
that's what fucking Tom Cruise doing.
Bro, Tom Cruise is hilarious. Oh, this character only jumps through his windows. Well,
this nigga was literally hanging off the tallest building in Dubai and shit. Dubai and shit.
Bro, oh my god.
So yeah, he's America's Jackie Chan.
I agree with that sentiment. I guess I take that.
Well, once you put it in that sense.
Once you put it in that sense, yeah, he's definitely America's Jackie Chan.
But yeah, well, I'm starting to get hungry, so got anything else for us?
This is one last question. I just thought about the shit the other day. So I was talking to my coworkers, right? And there's a Chinese guy, Taiwanese guy, and a Vietnam guy, and we're talking about the stir fry. We make stir fry now. And so he was like, you ever try my stir fry? And he's like, yeah, I like your stir fry. I make stir fry too. And I got to thinking, so it's known that their culture shares the rice. What's the black food? What's the black food that's like universal?
What do you
feel
mean?
me? Like, what's the black food that just black people make? Like, we all know how to make. I was thinking it'd be fried chicken, but I was like, nah, fried chicken is every person. Everybody loves fried chicken.
Fried chicken is a southern food, which therefore
no, but everybody loves fried chicken.
Yeah, everybody loves, because fried food is delicious.
Yeah. What's a black food that we just all share universally?
It's fried chicken.
You think it's fried chicken?
Well, all of southern food is black food because it was black people who were making it. Yeah. It's just that white people was like, oh, this is our food because we had the money to afford it.
And took it and then
so all the southern food is ours. Yams, any type of greens, baked mac and cheese, stuffing, fried chicken, anything fried, fish and chips, stuffing. All that shit, gumbo,
but I'm saying, what's barbecue. The one food that's universal?
There is no. We just have a whole cuisine.
Nah, because not everybody can make good gumbo. Not everybody can make good.
Yeah,
I'm talking about that one food that we all know how to make. It's good no matter what.
I mean, if you're trying to make it super narrow,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
it had to be fried potatoes.
Fried potatoes?
Just whatever fried potatoes.
I think we'll go ahead and say
because we call
chicken.
French fries, but the French people don't eat fried food like that.
They don't?
No.
I didn't know that.
I don't think French people eat like French fries.
They probably get mad at it. They probably just call it fries.
Well, fuck them. I
or
don't care.
chips. Anyways, yeah, that's it.
You think I care about the French? Fuck y'all.
The French don't care about the French. They care
Only
about that
French I
world
care
title,
about. The only French I care about are all the African people that live in France.
Ready for the sign off?
Well, the English call them chips, but I'm claiming them as a black food. Etymology. I guess the universal black people thing is everything fried.
Everything fried.
Yeah.
Anything that's bad for you, that's black.
No.
No.
Don't you ever say that. Cut that out. I'm cutting that out.
I mean, food wise, not like.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Cause there's Chinese food that's bad for you. Even actual Chinese food. The Chinese food we eat here is not what they actually eat in China.
No.
There's fucking English food fucking bad for you. Who the fuck eats beans for breakfast? Fuck wrong with y'all?
Beans and toast.
This Japanese food is
You know
bad
I could go for it? Some hot dogs and beans. I don't know why I just had a craving for that.
I just need some
man.
actual food because I didn't even eat breakfast. I just had coffee so I could
Yeah.
try to do my laundry. But yeah, go ahead, sign us off. It's been a Space City Bros podcast. It's been a long one, but it's been a fun one. I enjoyed
I'm
this.
try to go home and get it.
I didn't even talk about the Lakers,
Oh yeah.
so we'll talk about it
next time. If you like what you hear, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are available on Google Podcasts, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, and YouTube. If you want to reach us, hit us up on Twitter at Space City Bros, Instagram at Space City Brothers. Like us on Facebook at Space City Bros Podcast, or you can email us at spacecitybros@gmail.com. If you want to support us more, think about donating to our Patreon. You know, as always, Space City Brothers. As always, I am your host, Space City Tev, a.k.a. Henny Pendergrass, along with my co-host,
Space City Waltz, aka the Dynamic Mercenary.
Peace and love, guys.
Look how I run it up. Look how I run it up. Look how I'm coming up. But wish you was one of us. See how that money come? Paper cut fingers from counting that money up. Praying emojis. The blessings keep coming. I know I can't have enough. Never on E. Took off on haters. There's no need to gas me up. I'm patting my lead. I'm too far ahead and there's no way you catching up.